and John Whiteman.
The Chicago Blackhawks are ready to work as they open up the 2022-23 season here in Denver as the opposition to the Cup champs, the Colorado Avalanche, who raised their championship banner prior to puck drop tonight. And that is a golden opportunity for the Blackhawks to ruin the Avs party. Hi again, everyone. John Whiteman along with Troy Murray. We're here at the
Close
Ball
button.
Arena in Denver,
Screen
Colorado, where you can hear the
close.
festivities and the crowd noise in the background. The Avalanche are celebrating their Stanley Cup championship, and as I'm speaking, they're raising the banner to the ceiling here, the rafters of Ball Arena. Troy, I know you've been a part of this as a member of the Avalanche back during the 1995-96 season where they won the Stanley Cup, and this is a part of hockey tradition, and it's great to see. If you have the opportunity to see this in person at least once in your life, you've got to do it. And obviously the Chicago Blackhawks have had the opportunity to raise banners inside the United Center, their home ice. Troy, you and I have had the good fortune of seeing 3 of those ceremonies, and it never really gets old, regardless of who it is that's raising the banner. However, once that banner is secured to the rafters, it's time to play hockey. And, boy, we've been waiting for this a long time, haven't we?
Yeah, once the banner is raised and the puck is dropped here, what happened last year is done. It's over with, and the Avs will be trying to defend it. They're one of the favorites going into this season to repeat as Cup champions, but it's a grind, and it's tough, and it's hard. I mean, we saw it in Chicago where there was a lot of changes. There's not a lot of changes here, but some significant losses for the Avs. Kadri going up to Calgary,
right,
signing with the Calgary Flames. Big loss. He was a huge part of their success last year. Didn't re-sign here. Took a great deal up in Calgary. So they're trying to find that second-line center here, and it looks like it's going to fall on early here. Alex Newhouse, a young 21-year-old kid. But, they're going to have to try and figure out where that second center is. It's going to be hard. Blackhawks now coming onto the ice, and, they'll get a few laps, a few moments to get their legs stretched out and ready to go here. But these ceremonies are always tremendous. But as players, you park them, it's done, it's over with, you got your rings, and now you move on, and this is a whole new season.
I want to get to some sponsored items quickly before we get into our dialogue here. First of all, we are broadcasting from the Alta Equipment broadcast booth here in Colorado. Alta Equipment, uptime matters. And we want to welcome in a new sponsor. Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by Temperature Equipment Corporation. So thanks to the good folks from Temperature Equipment Corporation. We appreciate your sponsorship, and may it be a lengthy one. Let's talk a little bit about this game and what we might see, Troy. The Blackhawks have fortified their team a little bit with some size. Jared Tenorti being the most recent acquisition. He'll play defense tonight because the Blackhawks defensive contingent has seen some injury issues, if you will. And a kid named Buddy O'Connor will join the lineup as well. He brings some size. He's from the Philadelphia area. So Luke Richardson, head coach of the Blackhawks, wants hard work out of his guys. I think he's going to get it, and it's always great to know that you've got those big guys, along with a few others, that can back you up if necessary.
Very noticeable, the makeup of this roster than a couple years ago. Kyle Davidson has specifically pinpointed size, but size with speed. And when you look at guys like Vlasic, who's not going to play in the game tonight, Regula, you bring in Tenorti, you've got Buddy Robinson on the wing, who's 6'6", you've got Entwistle 6'3", Giorgiov 6'4". They've got some big guys in their lineup that they didn't have before. And as you heard Richardson talk about it, you can't teach size. You got to go around those big bodies. The reach for the defenseman is incredible. So I think they've done a nice job of putting a roster together that, again, is going to work hard, is going to make sure that the other team knows that they've competed in the game at the end of it.
And the Blackhawks are in a rebuild. They've made that known to everybody, but you still have the incumbents, Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane. Both of them are in seasons number, I believe, 15 and 16, respectively. And these are two gentlemen that have poured out their souls for the Chicago Blackhawks. They've bled for this team, winning 3 Stanley Cup championships, between them 6 championships. But the point I'm making is that they're part of this rebuild. They're going to pretty much be leading the pack, and it's going to be interesting to see how the season evolves with those two leading.
There's going to be a lot put on the shoulder of Jonathan Toews, the captain, and Patrick Kane who's become a tremendous leader in his own right. It's been pretty amazing to watch the transformation of a young 18-year-old to where he is now as a 33-year-old, how far he has come. But they're going to have to, they're going to have to be the guys with that mentality inside the locker room that you can't get down. We got to fight through this. We got to work hard. You're going to need that leadership this year. And you put some other guys in there. You look at Jack Johnson. You look at Connor Murphy. That core group of leadership. Put Seth Jones into that category as well. So some big names there that are really the Blackhawks are going to have to rely on to make sure that the message stays the same all year long and it's consistent.
Real quickly, Who Am I Banking On is sponsored by Marquette Bank. Wake up to a better way to bank with Marquette Bank and Fun Rewards. I'm going to Jack Johnson, who will stand on the ice for the first time as one of the opposition players against his old team who won the Stanley Cup. Right now, we'll send it down to ice level. Amanda Hawkins will have our Star Spangled banner. Then we'll open the season with the puck drop. Hawks and Avalanche, game number 1 of 82. Enjoy the anthem, Hawks fans.
Coulter has served in the Air Force for 21 years. Thank you, Master Sergeant Coulter. Your service inspires ours. And now, kindly remove your caps and join us for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner, as performed this evening by Amanda Hawkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Game start. Blackhawks at Avalanche. Goalies Chi, P, Mrazek. Cole, A. Giorgiov, TV, TNT.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the
Close button.
And the home of the parade.
Amanda Hawkins with our Star Spangled Banner to get it going. Let's get to the starting lineups. In goal for the Colorado Avalanche. He came over from the New York Rangers. 1 second, folks. His name, and this is going to be a mouthful, but I'm going to get used to it, Alexander Giorgiev. He is the starter for the Colorado Avalanche tonight in his career against the Blackhawks, 2-0-0. At defense for Colorado, Devon Taves and Cale Makar, the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Up front from left to right, Arturi Lehkonen starts at left wing. Nathan MacKinnon centers the Avs opening line, and starting at the right wing, Mikko Rantanen. For the Blackhawks, it's Peter Mrazek in goal. His career record against the Colorado Avalanche, 3-0-2 with 2 shutouts. At defense are Seth Jones and Jack Johnson. Up front from left to right, Andreas Athanasiou starts at left wing. Centering the Hawks opening line, Max Domi. Starting at the right wing is Patrick Kane. Our referees tonight for the first game of the season, Brian Pakmara and Chris Schlenker. The linesmen are Bevan Mills and Johnny Murray. Hold on to your hats, folks. Down to center ice we go. The 2022-23 season for the Blackhawks is underway as Max Domi wins the draw. Back deep into the Hawk zone far corner. Seth Jones back to get it. Winds it around up the right wing boards and not out. Now a shot came in from the top of the left circle from Mikko Rantanen. Kicked out of there by Mrazek. So an early save by Peter Mrazek has him sharp-tuned into this game. In behind the Hawk net. Here's MacKinnon with the puck. Rolls around to the left corner, sets up Taves, left point, drops it in the high slot. Makar back to Devon Taves along the left boards. He spins it down to Arturi Lehkonen, back of the Hawk net, handing it there. MacKinnon left circle, couldn't squeeze it past Patrick Kane, who forced it out to the blue line, but MacKinnon recovers. Now in the slot. Here's McCarr from the left circle firing a shot wide of the Hawk net. And that caroms out of the far corner and slides back down ice into the Avalanche zone. Line changes for both teams.
Puck possession early in that shift for the Blackhawks, but they failed to get out of the zone. And then the entire time of that first shift they spent in their own end.
A lot of talk about team speed on both sides here tonight as we see the Hawks debut of one Jared Tenorti battling in the far corner against Evan Rodriguez of the Avalanche. And the puck is spun around by Tenorti ahead to Tyler Johnson. He flipped it down ice into the Avalanche zone along the near boards. Josh Manson takes the puck for the Avs, spins it across the rink into the Hawk zone where Tenorti put the body on Rodriguez. Hawks get the puck back. Tyler Johnson, Hawk line right wing, passing ahead Taylor Radish over the Av line down the right wing. He fires, chest save made by Giorgiov in behind the net. Taves spears the puck away but not out, and now Rodriguez will push it over the blue line to center ice. The Hawks' Alec Regula got the puck, waves it back into the Hawk zone to Philip Roos, also in his NHL and Blackhawks debut. Roos will fire the puck ahead for Mackenzie Entwistle at the Avalanche line, and that one deflects through the air and way up and out of play into this Colorado crowd. So we have no score with 18:11 left in period number one.
Every goal and assist by Patrick Kane or Jonathan Taves this season is sponsored by ChevyDriveChicago.com. Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive, performs in any weather. On the ice or off, Chevy Equinox will get you where you want to go.
Avs get the puck off the draw, and Samuel Girard from the Avalanche blue line shot a pass up the right wing for Logan O'Connor in front of the Hawks bench, and that deflects up and out of play.
This is going to be an interesting defense pairing for the Blackhawks. You've got big Alex Regula along with Philip Roos, who came over here after playing 4 years in the Swedish league, 6'4", 190, 195 pounds. Not much experience on that combination on the blue line there. You don't have the last change here. See if Colorado wants to maybe try and take advantage of that pairing that doesn't have the experience.
Avs get the puck off the draw. Girard will fire it off the left side boards deep into the Hawks zone. The Hawks' Philip Kurashev took it away. Now Regula's got the puck along the right boards. Put it ahead, Sam Lafferty into the Avs zone to the right circle. A little toe drag and a shot through the legs of Eric Johnson. Puck deflects wide. Entwistle got it back near the top of the left circle and tried to fire. That was blocked down ice into the Hawk zone. Connor Murphy tracking it down. He got it ahead of Logan O'Connor. Murphy pushed it out to the blue line, and there to get it, one of the newcomers to the Hawks, Colin Blackwell. Put it over on the left wing side to Tenorti in front of the benches. He's hit as he sends the puck back into the Hawk zone. McDermott with a big body check on Connor Murphy, Hawk blue line, but Murphy lifts the puck down ice into the Avs end. Here's Bowen Byram to get it. Passing ahead for McDermott at the Hawk line. He'll deflect it down behind the Hawk net, and Seth Jones put the body into Lucas Sedlak there, knocking him into the inboards. The Avs get the puck and then give it back. Jujarkara spoons it behind the net there. Connor Murphy will flip it on the right wing side. Seth Jones flipping the puck through the air and down ice into the near corner of the Av zone, where the Hawks' Buddy Robinson finished his check on Josh Manson against the end glass. But the Avs come out of their end. Lehkonen through center ice over the Hawk line. Drop pass, McKinnon rolling to the net. He shoots. He hit the side of the net. And Peter Mrazek laid out to his left of the crease, and I believe got a piece of that. Here's Devon Taves in the left circle. He'll fire. Blocker save made by Mrazek. Loose puck in behind the net. The Avs get it. Now a shot from in front by McCarr. Glove save made by Peter Mrazek. He'll hold on to the puck with 16:29 left in period number one, and no score.
You need that big save right off the bat. If that goes in, Colorado, builds off the momentum. There's still a lot of energy, a lot of buzz in the crowd here from the banner raising. If that shot goes in from McCarr, this place is just erupts. So that is a huge early save for Peter Mrazek, who looks sharp and looks ready.
All right, the draw circle to the left of Mrazek. Taves will face off against McKinnon, and Taves is able to win the draw. Over to Tenorti along the far boards. Put the puck to Murphy back in the net, and he'll drive it around at the right side for Radish.
NHL. Now, just joshing around. Josh Anderson scores for Montreal with 19 seconds left to cap wild final minutes in win versus Toronto video camera.
Left wing to center ice to Nathan McKinnon over the Hawk line left point. Leaves it there for McCarr. He'll drop it off now to Taves, top of the left circle. Moves it into the right wing circle. Avs get the puck. Mikko Rantanen got it to McCarr. Deep slot. He'll fire. And Mrazek got a piece of it, knocking wide. Follow-up shot there by McKinnon. That's turned wide as well. The puck ends up behind the Hawk net, and Taves will dig it out for the Hawks. Leads the rush and now pulls out the 7-iron. Lifts the puck through the air down to the Avalanche blue line. Taves will paw it back to center ice, and Tyler Johnson of the Hawks will fire it back down in behind the Av net and get off on a change.
Another good save there by Mrazek. And so much motion in the offensive zone by the Avs. Their defense very active.
Alex Newhook into the Hawk zone. Evan Rodriguez, high slot, wrist shot, sails wide of the net. Max Domi back the other way for the Hawks. He's over the Av line, dropping it at the left point. Andreas Athanasiou moving down to the bottom of the left wing circle, tried to squeeze off his shot. It was blocked by Eric Johnson of the Avs. Here's Valeri Nicolishin now to the Hawk blue line, where he's twisted down and knocked down to the ice there by Seth Jones. Domi recovers the puck. Gave it to Patrick Kane, wheeling in over the Av line to the right wing boards. Flips it back through the high slot. This misses Domi and banks out to center ice. And former Av Jack Johnson back on it in the Hawk zone. Johnson now moves it over to Seth Jones. Put it across to Domi, left wing at center ice, front of the benches. He'll fire it down the boards deep into the Colorado zone. Puck slides around to the near corner. Devon Taves there. He's hit by Sam Lafferty as he pushes the puck out to center ice. And the Hawks battle for it. Entwistle battling with Cogliano. Entwistle, a nice takeaway to Philip Kurashev, left circle. Brought it to the net. Lafferty will fire. And Giorgiov went down in the butterfly position and knock it wide. Hawks get it back. Philip Roos from the left point tosses the puck down in behind the Av net. Lafferty had it for a moment, but lost it to Cale Makar. Makar made a headman pass up the right wing for Logan O'Connor that misses, but they're going to waive the icing. Quick line change by the Avalanche.
That pace early on here has been incredible. That's what you expected for this game. Colorado's going to come out with a lot of energy. McDermott out there banging and crashing. He's a big kid.
Now Regula got to the puck in the corner, put it in front of the Hawk net. It's directed in behind by Kurashev to Roos. And now over to Regula, then ahead to Kurashev at center ice on the left wing. He ran into Sedlak, lost the puck, but it tumbles back into the Hawk zone, and the Hawks will get it back. Regula out to center ice on the right wing, spins it down into the right wing corner Av zone. And in to get it, Buddy Robinson knocked it back to the point. A long drive from the point there by Tenorti is gloved out of the air by Georgiev, and he will hold on. And we'll take our first break of the season. We've had great action here in Colorado, but so far, no score, Hawks and Avs in game number 1 of 82. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda. All with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Ah. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
In hockey, everyone loves the power play. Well, your local Chevy dealers have a power play to get your attention. Check out the Chevy Equinox with switchable all-wheel drive that keeps you protected on and off the ice. Now's the perfect time to score a Chevy Equinox with 1.9% APR financing for $1,200 total cash allowance. The choice is yours. Own it. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com for details and take your best shot. Drive what Kane and Taves drive.
Be sure to listen to The John Williams Show Thursday, October 13th after 11:30 a.m. to hear all about the Black Hawk waterways. It's John's Best of the Midwest series. And this week, John will be chatting with Diane Bausman, Executive Director of Black Hawk Waterways CVB. Tune in as John and Diane chat about all the natural beauty to uncover in Northwest Illinois, from paddling on the Rock or the Mississippi River to exploring the trails of old-growth forests and charming villages. Join us this Thursday and start packing your bags.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Seth Jones. Let's get back to the action on 720 WGN Radio.
Now back to the game.
A nice salute to Jack Johnson on the video screen here for his part in the Avs winning that Stanley Cup last year. Acknowledge him. He's out on the ice waving to the crowd. You always love to have that, and I know that he was excited. He was able to come into town because the Blackhawks came in on Monday to go to the ring ceremony, which was down at Castle Pines Golf Course here just north of the city here in Denver, and it was very impressive. He said it was unreal, and he's happy he's got his ring, but his focus now is being a Blackhawk.
I'll tell you, Jack has had his heart ripped out a couple times as a player. He was drafted first with a first-round pick by Carolina when he first joined the league, and then was traded to L.A., which looked like was going to work out for him. Then he was traded away. We're going to get an icing call against the Hawks. He's traded away by the L.A. Kings in 2012 to the Columbus Blue Jackets for Jeff Carter, and the Kings went on and won a Stanley Cup, and then 2 years later won another. And Jack was in Columbus, and it probably had a helpless feeling. Well, he gets to win a cup with Colorado last year.
I mean, that helps, and it's unfortunate, but Carter was a good pickup by the LA Kings, and Columbus was looking for that solid defenseman, and Jack Johnson was the guy that they were looking for in return of that trade.
Well, he's out there right now for the Hawks. Along the left wing boards in the Hawk zone, Tyler Johnson is able to kick the puck free, and then he has to scrape it away from Rantanen, and then Rantanen took it back in the right circle. Penalty coming up here to the Hawks. Mikko Rantanen back of the Hawk net, moves into McCarr, right point, sidesteps a hit. McCarr down to the right wing corner, delayed penalty here to the Hawks. Now to McKinnon, left wing corner, put it to the line, left point, Taves. To McKinnon, top of the left circle, spins it over from McCarr in the right circle. It's off his stick, but McCarr hustles and got it back to Rantanen, left corner. He centers the puck. This is picked off by Jonathan Taves, and the whistle blows.
Well, a good time to tell you whenever the Blackhawks return to full strength after a penalty. It is sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. So the Avs draw the penalty. It's the captain, Jonathan Taves, in the box, I do believe.
Actually, I think it was Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be Taves as well, but...
Yeah, Tyler Johnson just sitting in the box there. So Colorado, who had the 7th best power play last year. Rantanen, 16 power play goals, tied for 3rd most in the NHL. Very dangerous, this first power play unit. Very dangerous.
They were on fire in the playoffs. You'll remember that, Troy. 33% on the power play. They were unstoppable. Here's McCarr wheeling into the Hawk zone to the left wing circle. Turns away with a puck. And now carries through the high slot. Tried to send it down to the right wing corner. And Twissel got a stick in there, knocking it away. Valeri Nichushkin got it back in the corner. Tried to spin it out to the deep slot area, but Makar was over at the right point. The puck slides all the way down ice. And then Giorgiev, the goaltender for the Avalanche, firing a pass up the left wing side for McKinnon. That miss. It goes all the way down, and icing called against Colorado.
Great job by the Blackhawks there. That's the pressure that they're looking for. They jumped at the right time. Once they get the Avs facing towards the boards, that's where you put pressure on it, forced a turnover that went all the way down the ice, and then, as you mentioned, the goaltender tried to fire it up on a long pass to catch the Blackhawks in that quick change, but it missed, and it went for an icing call, so face off in the Avs end of the ice.
And Hawks get control off the draw in the Colorado zone. Athanasiou will use the backhander and belt the puck down ice in behind the Hawk net. Jack Johnson back to get it. Fires it up the right side, nearly took the linesman's head off next to the glass, and the puck ricochets down behind the Av net.
Blackhawks penalty kill has to be better this year. It was in the bottom third of the NHL. At least you want to get into the middle of the pack.
Here's Alex Newhook through center ice, dropping it to Bowen Byram over the Hawk line on the right wing. Taken away by Giorgiov. Sticks the puck over to the near corner. Seth Jones drove it off the near glass and down to the Avalanche blue line. Now 46 seconds left on the Av power play. Hawks changing up a couple of their penalty killers. Colin Blackwell will come out and take his turn. Here's Girard for the Avs, moving it ahead to Bowen Byram over the Hawk line down the right wing. He put the puck down behind the net. Seth Jones fed it up the slot, picked off by the Avs. Taves to Girard along the left wing corner. He sent it in front of the net, over to Byram. Avs going with 3 defensemen on this power play configuration. Byram fed the high slot Taves to Girard, top of the left wing circle, back to Taves at the left point. To Byram, top of the right circle, 12 on the power play. Byram firing it on goal. Just save is made by Mrazek. Jones takes the rebound behind the net. Drove it around but not out. Kept in by Taves, left point. To Byram in the right wing circle. Penalty time is up. The Hawks have killed it. They come back to full strength. Byram from the right point to Girard, left circle. Fires, and that hit a fallen Av in front of the net. And Buddy Robinson for the Hawks with that superior length of stick is able to poke the puck out to center ice, forcing the Avs to regroup. Taken back by Girard for the Avs, however. He'll dump it into the right wing corner in the Hawk zone. And JT Compher there, a Chicago area native battling. Put it behind the Hawk net. Max Domi took it away. Carried behind the net and stopped. He was met by Compher, who poke-checked the puck free. Seth Jones back in the net. Put it up the left wing side for Patrick Kane. It's off his stick, but the Hawks will take it back. Jack Johnson sticks the puck behind the Hawk net to the far corner to Seth Jones.
Seth Jones has been out there a long time.
Yeah.
He's got to get off the ice, but right now Colorado putting a lot of pressure on the Hawks. Now they get the change that they're looking for on the defensive side of it. Excellent kill by the Hawks.
As Domi was able to chop the puck down ice into the Avalanche zone, Jack Johnson for the Avalanche will spin it off into the Hawk zone. Taves will take it away. Got it ahead, Andreas Athanasiou to the Avalanche blue line, but he got ahead of the puck on the rush, and offside will be called. We have 9:37 left here in Colorado in period number 1. Hawks and Avalanche, no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Chicago's Afternoon News with Lisa Dent, weekdays 2 to 6.
At Alta Equipment, they know uptime matters, so they've partnered with Volvo, Kubota, New Holland, and more to provide the Chicagoland area with industry-leading service and construction project support. Alta Equipment Company services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And with one of the largest rental fleets in Illinois, there's nothing your job site can throw at you that they can't handle. With locations in Orland Park, Spring Grove, and South Elgin, Alta Equipment, uptime matters.
We all know that Carrier has world-class technology to keep your family comfortable all year long. But when it comes to installing and servicing your Carrier equipment, make sure you hire a factory-authorized dealer. We like to call them FADs. F-A-D. They're the best of the best. FADs are the most educated to identify and recommend comfort solutions specific to your home. Visit ChicagoFAD.com. That's ChicagoFAD.com. Just enter your zip code and find a trusted Carrier factory-authorized dealer near you. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Money saved through energy efficiency can directly benefit a business's bottom line. That's why businesses throughout Northern Illinois are partnering with the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program to find up to 35% in energy savings, resulting in lower energy costs for their facilities. Because at ComEd, we're powering your business's future. Learn more at ComEd.com/poweringbiz. ComEd, powering lives. Savings figure is hypothetical only. Actual savings will vary based on the measures implemented and on customers' usage and rate.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
The penalty to Tyler Johnson has expired. The Blackhawks are back to full strength, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. And this reminder that Chicago Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by Carrier Factory Authorized Dealers. Enter to win a Carrier furniture plus sweet tickets at ChicagoFAD.com.
Well, you heard Chris Chelios bringing us back to airwaves with Bandito. And hopefully we're going to be breaking out a lot of Bandito this season, Chelly, so we'll take care of you. Here's Devon Taves with the puck at center ice on the left wing, and he'll backhand the puck down the glass deep into the Hawk zone behind the net. Jared Tenorti got it there to Connor Murphy. Sends it up the right wing side to Radish. Hands the puck off to Taves, and he has to chop it down ice into the Avalanche zone. Makar gathers the puck in, and he'll carry to center ice. He's over the Hawk line, down the left wing. Makar fed it across, right wing side. This misses Rantanen. Here's Athanasiou the other way. Racing into the Avalanche zone down the left wing side. He did a little spin with the puck in the left circle and lost it, and the Avs will get it back. And then McDermott at the Colorado line on the right wing. Spun it ahead. We're going to get a whistle as the puck ends up with a hand pass here. No score. Avs and Hawks. 8:36 left in period 1.
Shots on goal 5-3 in favor of the Avs. And this reminder again that Chicago Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by ChevyDriveChicago.com. Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive will get you where you want to go. The Avs last year, not a very good face-off team overall, and the Blackhawks maybe could take advantage of that. Blackhawks need to be better in that category as well. They've relied heavily on Jonathan Taves to be in the face-offs. The Avs were 28th worst in the NHL last year.
Alex Regula in the near corner Hawk zone had his stick held up. No penalty called. Philip Bruce to the puck behind the net, absorbs the check. Put a pass up the left wing. Athanasiou made a rink wide pass to Kane at the Av line. He drops it into the right wing corner off a deflection. Domi took it there and tried to center, but McDermott picks it off, and he'll send it down ice. Not far enough for icing, but far enough for the Avs to get a line change.
Well, a good play by Kane to chip it in there. They had support. Max Domi put pressure on the defense. Colorado turns it over, and the Blackhawks just misconnecting on a little play from Domi to Patrick Kane.
Tyler Johnson in the right wing corner Avalanche zone. Tried to fend off the check and hand the puck to Mackenzie Entwistle right beside him there. This is picked off, however, by Alex Newhook of the Avs. Sent it down left wing corner Hawk zone. The Hawks Sam Lafferty back to get it. Head to Jack Johnson. The former Av will spin it ahead to center ice to Tyler Johnson, who tried to pass rink wide. This is picked off by the Avs. Newhook back into the Hawk zone. Down the left wing side, drilled into the boards by Tyler Johnson. Shoulder to shoulder on that check. Seth Jones is able to grab the puck, stick it around, but not out. Puck kept alive by Girard at the left point. He tried to go point to point with a pass. This misses Eric Johnson and slides over the line to center ice. Eric Johnson
deflected out of the zone by the big reach again by Entwistle.
Here's Eric Johnson along the right side boards, Hawk zone. Sticks it down behind the net. Jared Tenorti back to pluck it away and put it out to center ice for Lafferty. To Entwistle in front of the benches. They go down in a pile. Entwistle's got it in his skates, and the puck pulled out. Got to Andrew Cogliano. He'll cross the Hawk line on the left wing. Sent it down to the corner. Logan O'Connor there for Colorado. Put it behind the net. And JT Compher fell down but centered the puck in front. Tenorti with an alert play. Put it over to Robinson, who clears to center ice.
Yeah, smart play by Robinson. There was pressure. It was off the boards and into the neutral zone. Now the Blackhawks have possession.
Kara gave it away. Here's McKinnon down the slide. Shoots. Mrazek got across with the glove and knocked it wide of the net. They battle for it there. A pile up. And the puck is pulled out of there by Cogliano. To the left point, Taves to McKinnon. High slot, long wrist shot. He scores. From the high slot, Nathan McKinnon got some room, and he fired a shot that may have hit a Hawk player, and then Mrazek, and tumbled past him into the Hawk net, and the Avs have drawn first blood in the season. They lead 1-0.
Don't think he saw this one coming through. There was a pile of guys in front of the net, and this one just squeaks through in between the pads of Mrazek and hits the post, and then just dribbles across the goal line. Didn't even make it to the back of the net, but McKinnon probably is going to get credit for this goal. Just a long shot, but lots of traffic in front of the net. We got to back up this play. Luke Richardson talked about eliminating major mistakes. Jujar Kara, puck possession, a backhand pass through the zone, picked off by McKinnon, and right there on the original shot by McKinnon, Mrazek did an excellent job. But that's a play that we talked about. Buddy Robinson just chipping off the boards outside the blue line. Jujar Kara, a backhand pass inside the zone, picked off, and it ends up later on in the back of your net.
So 1-0 Colorado. McKinnon obviously is first on the season. Back inside the Avs zone. McCarr got to the puck, moves it out to center ice. Lehkonen, then to Rantanen over the Hawk line down the right wing. A backhand shot, and Mrazek will gobble that up with the pads and hold on. 1-0 Colorado with 5:45 left in period number 1 here in Denver. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Every morning, I start my grind with a nice cold wake me up.
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Goal, Cole first/13. 44N. McKinnon 1. Wrist, Ast, D. Taves 1. Blackhawks 0. Avalanche 1.
Then those times I need to stay late, I dip out for a keep me up. Here's to getting up, staying up, and moving up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Imagine being 3 months pregnant and finding out you have cancer. I'm Robin, and that was my reality. But I trusted my team at Northwestern Medicine, my oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician, who collaborated to come up with the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, the #1 hospital in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team worked together closely, focusing not only on making Robin better, but on bringing her baby into the world safely. After months of treatments, they performed a C-section, then cancer removal on the same day.
Now there are 2 things we celebrate on Sophia's birthday: her life and mine.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Bob Surratt. That old DJ is worth listening to.
Bob Surratt starts your day.
As we suspected, with all that traffic in front of the net, Andrew Cogliano is the guy that got a little piece of that puck and redirected it past Mrazek. A real nice tip tied up with Jared Tenorti in front of Mrazek. And no chance for Mrazek on that play, but again, it's something that the Blackhawks want to do. Establish that shooting lane, get traffic in front of the net. Good things always happen. Cogliano was a nice pickup at the trade deadline. A solid veteran player at 35 years of age, getting his first Stanley Cup, coming over in a trade with the San Jose Sharks.
And for Andrew Cogliano, that's his 11th career goal against the Blackhawks. He had a consecutive games played streak of 830, and he was all set to become the NHL Ironman, and then he got suspended, which ruined the streak. Now we're going to get a whistle stopping play and another penalty here.
Was this Tyler Johnson heading to the box? No, he's going to go to the Avs.
You had Giorgiov leaving the Colorado Priest.
That's why I thought it was a penalty on the Blackhawks. You saw the goaltender take off, and if the Blackhawks had possession of that puck, you'd be in a position to shoot on an empty net.
So it's Evan Rodriguez who will get the gate, and the Hawks go on the Citgo power play for the first time this season. Hey, Citgo power play it is. Adventure awaits. Fuel up first with Citgo.
An opportunity for the Blackhawks to maybe change the tone of this game with a good power play opportunity. Not a lot of success scoring goals in the preseason, whether it was 5-on-5 or on the power play, but they worked extensively on their breakouts yesterday, what they wanted to do in the offensive zone. We'll see if it pays off.
Tyler Johnson will take the puck out of the Hawk zone to center ice, give it to Patrick Kane, Avlon. Denomi over the line down the left wing, spins it in behind the Av net. It was intended for Tyler Johnson, taken away by the Avalanche's Devon Taves, and he'll fire it down.
One thing the Hawks got to do on their power play, if they do chip it in, they've got to win some of these battles and get the puck back so they can get possession and settle things down.
Kane into the Avalanche zone. Will drop it along the left boards to Domi. Spins the puck behind the Av net to Tyler Johnson, to Taylor Radish along the right boards, to Seth Jones right point, down to Domi along the right wing half boards. Back to Jones right point, to Johnson left point, to Jones in the high slot. He backhanded it down the slot. This is picked off by Makar. Moves it ahead to the Av line to Comfer, and he'll clear it off the left wing boards and down.
Avs did an excellent job of putting pressure on Seth Jones, took away all his options, and then one-on-one battle won by the Avs down the ice. Second power play unit comes on for the Hawks.
Regula leads the charge to center ice to Athanasiou over the Av line down the left wing. Carries behind the net, gave it to Taves along the left wing boards. To Alec Regula at the line, deep slot back to Taves, high slot. To Philip Kurashev, top of the left circle, moves in, got it over to Taves, he shoots, he scores! The first shot of the year by the Hawks captain Jonathan Taves is a power play goal, and the Hawks have tied it at 1.
Well, the Avs were pressuring again out at the blue line, and the Blackhawks took advantage of it. They moved it down quickly, and they attacked the net. Nice job by Kurashev to sell the shot. The goaltender, he had to come out. He was on top of the blue paint there. Jonathan Taves just has to hit it into the wide open net. He picks up his first of the season. Looking for a rebound year from the captain last year, where he only had 12 power play goals, or 12 goals all season long. 4 of those came on the power play. And Jonathan Taves and the Blackhawks get back into this game, tie it up. 4:08 to go here. Jonathan Taves from Kurashev and Athanasiou. Excellent passing play.
Absolutely. The Hawks were 1 for 26 in the preseason, 3.8% on the power play. Well, here tonight, they're batting 1,000. 1 for 1 on the power play. But McKinnon breaking back the other way over the Hawk line, caught a high stick, moves to the net and shoots. And a butterfly save made by Mrazek. Whistle will blow. A high sticking call will be made to one of the Hawks. 3:53 left in period number 1. Going off is Mackenzie Entwistle, and the Blackhawks will need to kill off another 2-minute Colorado power play.
Good teams always want to respond, and the Blackhawks just scored their power play goal. See what Colorado can do. This first power play unit is very, very dangerous. Nichushkin along with McKinnon, Rantanen on the blue line.
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Goal. Chi first /15. 52 ppg. J. Taves 1. Snap. Ast. P. Kurashev 1. And A. Athanasiou 1. Blackhawks 1. Avalanche 1.
Smythe and Norris, one of 3 guys to do it in the history of the NHL in the same season.
Here he overskates the puck. Rantanen got it back next to the Hawk net on the goal line. And now Rantanen takes the puck to the left wing corner. Put it out to McKinnon, left point. Cruising through the high slot, leaves it for Makar. He'll fire. This deflects wide to the far corner. And former Av, now current Blackhawk, Jack Johnson will pound it up the left wing side and all the way down.
Boy, it's tough. You really got to be alert with the movement of Colorado's power play in the offensive zone. There's got to be a lot of communication between the guys on the defensive end of it.
Here's McKinnon wheeling with the puck through center ice and across the Hawk line down the left wing, stopping in the corner. Hits the trailer. Arturi Lehkonen moves it over top of the right circle, and Rantanen fires. He scores.
Big Valerie Nichushkin in front of the net. Gets the redirect. Maybe Lehkonen Two guys were there. McKinnon does a wonderful job getting the puck in the offensive zone, and then they move the puck around. It's Nichushkin's goal. 25 goals last year, 5 of those on the power play for big Valerie Nichushkin, 6'4", 210. A couple years ago in 18-19 with the Dallas Stars, looked like his career was coming to an end. 57 games played with the Stars that year, no goals. Colorado took a flyer on him, and he is not disappointed. He has been a big part of this team's success here. The big body just gets positioned in front of the net. An excellent play from Rantanen. And a little redirect by Nichushkin off the faceoff. Puck goes right into the Blackhawks bench, so they'll redo it at center ice.
So it's Nichushkin scoring at 17:07. Avs now 1 for 2 on their power play as we return to the play. 2:40 left in period number 1 here in Colorado. 2-1 the Avs lead inside the Hawk zone. Here's Athanasiou pulling the puck free to the Hawk line and spun it ahead to Domi in front of the benches. Taken back, however, by the Avs, Logan O'Connor. He'll spin it ahead across the rink into the Hawk zone. This is taken back by Alec Regula of the Hawks. To Patrick Kane at center ice in front of the penalty boxes. He wheels back into the Hawk zone and drops the puck off to Philip Roos. Roos playing in his first NHL game will dump the puck down into the right wing corner in the Avalanche zone. And the Hawks are in a line change. The Avs get the puck back. Samuel Girard with it behind the Av net. Chased out by the Hawks, Taylor Radish. Girard to center ice. Put it ahead over the Hawk line. A thunderous hit there by Tenorti. And a tripping call will be made now to Connor Murphy on McDermott. McDermott went down, got back up to his feet. And then he went over to Connor Murphy and gave the cross-check kind of action. And now Murphy will just head to the penalty box. You had Jared Tenorti on the ice along with Curtis McDermott. There was a chance those two might have met somewhere on the ice surface.
I don't think McDermott was going to originally dress for this game. They scratched Anton Bleed. And McDermott comes in, and I think it's just because the Blackhawks picked up big Jared Tenorti.
Sure.
So Blackhawks after just giving up a power play.
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Goal. Call first/17. 07 PPG V. Nichushkin 1. Tip in Ast M. Rantanen 1. And A. Lehkonen 1. Blackhawks 1. Avalanche 2.
Makar passing to Rantanen, right wing, center ice, front of the benches to Makar, racing with the Hawk line down the right wing. Seth Jones with a timely poke check, knocks it away, and then clears the puck all the way down ice.
That's a great play. The Blackhawks need Seth Jones to be better in his own end of the ice this year. He had a great season last year, 51 points, second most in his career. He had 57 with Columbus, but he's got to be a strong guy in his own end of the ice and really help that defense settle down.
And a great poke check now by Philip Roos to knock it away from McKinnon, but the Avs get the puck back. And Makar at the right point. Spins it over left circle. McKinnon one-timer. Kick save made by Mrazek. He got down to the butterfly position. He got the left pad on that. Nichushkin's got the puck behind the Hawk net. To Rantanen in the right wing corner. Being accosted by a couple of Hawk players. Tenorti and Entwistle. Tenorti wedges it out to the line. Makar will fire from near the right point, and Mackenzie Entwistle blocked that. McKinnon took it back left point to Makar right point. Down to the right circle. And Rantanen centers for Lehkonen. It's off his stick. Taken away by Lafferty. He'll clear it down for the Hawks.
Great job to really be determined to come back there by Entwistle, disturb what the Avs looked like, had a good scoring opportunity, and then good support from Sam Lafferty to fire it down the ice.
Alex Newhook will take the puck and race through center ice over the Hawk line. Gives it to Evan Rodriguez along the right wing boards. He'll spin it behind the Hawk net around to Samuel Girard along the left wing boards. He had his pocket picked by Athanasiou. Puck taken by Seth Jones, and he'll fire it across the rink. Jack Johnson's got it and clears it the rest of the way. And this will kill off the remainder of the period. Hawks will go into the dressing room after 20 minutes of their 2022-23 season, trailing the defending Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche 2-1. Shots on goal favoring Colorado 12-4. But all in all, Troy, for a team that's in a rebuild, facing the Stanley Cup champion, that's not a bad period by the Blackhawks.
It was not. And if you look at it, I talked about the emotional side of the first 5 or 10 minutes. You would think that there would be a drop-off in the intensity from the Avs. There was not. They played a full 20 minutes, and the Blackhawks had their hands full. Mrazek came up with some great saves early on to keep this one tied at no score. and then Colorado able to dent the net with a little redirect and then a power play goal. But overall, not a bad period. You eliminate a couple of the major mistakes that Luke Richard was talking about, and it was Giorgiov who had an opportunity to move the puck out of the zone. Rather than do that, he tried to make a play in through the middle of the ice, picked off. Those are the type of things that Luke Richardson wants to take out of the game, because that can turn the tide so quickly, and it's a play that needs to be better executed.
Well, the Avs will open up the second period with a fresh sheet of ice and 5 seconds of power play time with which to work, and a 2-1 lead. After 20 minutes, that's the score. And Troy has one more thing to add. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't do this a little bit earlier. I'm rusty. It's our first game of the season, but with the Blackhawks goal, it was time to break out the Bandito.
Yeah.
Celebrate every goal with El Bandito Yankee Tequila.
Make mine a Bandito. 2-1 Colorado after one here in Denver. Joe Brand is standing by in Blackhawk Central, and he'll have a full intermission report followed by second period action back here in Denver. Hawks are hanging right in there, and it's great to see. 2-1 Colorado after one. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Take the ice with a no-sweat first bet on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. New customers get up to $1,000 back in free bets if your first bet doesn't win. Play your way with everything from the money line to point spreads to player props. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. 21 and older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh, hey, kiddo. How was the hill?
Educational.
Oh, learn a new trick?
Yeah, the trick to a happy, fulfilling life, maybe. I learned that mountain air unleashes my inner peace. And Rip and Pow, well, the whole crew's all, yoo! Induces spontaneous joy.
Okay, that's nice.
The Icon Pass lets you do you at 50-plus destinations worldwide from $309 adult. Buy yours now at iconpass.com.
That old car is worth money. Visit VictoryAutoWreckers.com for an instant quote. Victory will tow no matter what condition your car's in. Victory buys vehicles every day, including nights and weekends, and you'll get cash on the spot. Go to VictoryAutoWreckers.com for more information, or save money by fixing up your car with used parts. Go to VictoryAutoWreckers.com to search their inventory. VictoryAutoWreckers.com.
VictoryAutoWreckers.com. Oh, it's Santa. As the holidays draw near, have I got the place for you. It's Tree Time Christmas Creations in Lake Barrington, with everything to make your holidays anew. Like amazing Tree Time artificial Christmas trees, lights, trim, and wreaths, all at factory direct prices. You'll create such an appeal. Receive compliments from family and friends because everything looks so real. All October, it's the Tree Time 15 for 15 donation sale, where you'll help kids this holiday and save even more. Donate $15 at Tree Time for Lurie Children's Hospital and get 15% off any artificial tree in the Tree Time store. All October, visit Tree Time on Pepper Road in Lake Barrington, and you will see the #1 Christmas decoration destination for your holiday trim and tree.
So go to Tree Time, treetime.com. Everything Christmas, treetime.com.
Get your engine road trip ready and fill your tank with top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline from our proud sponsor, Citgo. Adventure awaits. Fuel up first with Citgo.
It's time for an intermission update. Sponsored by Truly Hard Seltzer. Do it for the flavor. Here's Joe Brand.
After 20 minutes out in Denver, the Blackhawks find themselves behind the Avalanche 2-1, shots on goal in favor of Colorado 12-4, but not a terrible period played by the Blackhawks. They did cough up, or rather commit a couple of penalties, and Colorado burning them on one, but the first penalty kill by the Hawks looked pretty solid, and they even got a power play goal of their own. Jonathan Toews scoring his first goal of the year. First goal for the Blackhawks this year, and again, they trail the reigning Stanley Cup champs by a score of 2-1, being outshot 12-4. Other games going on in the NHL tonight. The Seattle Kraken and Anaheim Ducks are tied up at 1. They're through one period out in California. That is Trevor Zegras' 100th career game with the Anaheim Ducks. Vancouver's on the road against Edmonton. This is the fourth straight year that the Canucks and the Oilers have started seasons against each other. Right now, Vancouver's got a 2-0 lead. They're still in the first period with under 4 minutes left. JT Miller recently scoring for Vancouver. A 5-2 win for Boston over Washington. Alex Ovechkin heading into a year where he has the most goals in season openers by any active skaters. The Boston Bruins beat Washington 5-2. Ovechkin did not score in tonight's game. Columbus got their debut of Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, but it wasn't enough against the Carolina Hurricanes. A 4-1 win for Carolina tonight. And Montreal topped Toronto 4-3. It was the 20th season opening matchup between the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens. That is the most in NHL history. It was also the first game for Nick Suzuki as captain of the Montreal Canadiens. Again, a 4-3 winner over Toronto. Elsewhere in the baseball world, the Atlanta Braves, a 3-0 win over the Philadelphia Phillies to even up that NLDS series at 1 game apiece. And San Diego just took a lead over the San Diego Padres 4-3. Or rather, the San Diego Padres took a 4-3 lead over the LA Dodgers. San Diego trying to even up that series as well in Game 2 in LA at 1 game apiece. And tomorrow, the Bears will play the Washington Commanders for Thursday Night Football. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll head back on out to the Ball Arena, bring in Troy Murray to help us break down that first 20 minutes that has the Blackhawks trailing the Colorado Avalanche right now 2-1. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Lou Manfredini helps you around the house Saturday morning starting at 6.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
It's ridiculous over here in Illinois. It really is.
How much worse does it have to get?
It's a double whammy for motorists, the highest gas prices that we have seen at the pump in over 7 years.
How much longer will you play the fool?
Only thing Illinois is doing is delaying a gas tax increase and calling that a tax cut.
How much more of Pritzker can you afford?
The taxes can be changed at any moment.
How much worse does it have to get before you make a change?
Paid for by people who play by the rules pack.
At Menards, upgrade your home with new appliances. We carry top brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. With the largest in-stock appliance selection to take home today at the lowest prices, you'll be sure to find what you need. Upgrade to new energy-efficient appliances and save with 11% off all of them. Savings good through October 16th. Savings are a mail-in rebate. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
Your basement is already dry most of the time, but if you want your basement dry all of the time, you know who to call. Permaseal at 800-421-SEAL or permaseal.net.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
If you were following along with our FanDuel bets on the FanDuel Sportsbook pregame show, we're almost halfway there already for the overs in terms of goals scored. 6.5 was the number, a total of 3 goals already. Again, a 2-1 lead for the Colorado Avalanche. After 20 minutes, I'm Joe Brand. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey here on 720 WGN. John Weinman and Troy Murray are out at the Ball Arena calling this game, and let's head on out to Denver and bring in Troy Murray, who's been breaking down the first 20 minutes of this contest with John. And Troy, you were pretty pleased with the Blackhawks penalty kill that first go-around. Were they doing some of the same things in your eyes and the other two, and the one that they're still going to have about 5 seconds into that second period?
They were good, but let's look at Colorado. So much confidence going into this season on their power play for what they did in the postseason last year, and man, do they move the puck around. It is a tough kill against the Avs. There's no standing still. The motion on the blue line from Makar is incredible. Nathan McKinnon, side to side, is one of the best players one-on-one in the NHL with some size as well. So I thought the Blackhawks did a nice job of pressuring where they needed to. Colorado able to make a play, though, and put the puck in the back of the net on the goal by Nichushkin. Set play with a big guy standing in front of the net. Try and take a stick away, easier said than done, but I like what I saw. The effort was there.
Colorado was putting on some pressure of their own in their penalty kill, but the Blackhawks were able to work around it. That was a pretty nifty goal, and a nice pass from Khrushchev to Taves.
Yeah, you look at that, and that was a great job by you want to call it the second power play unit. They got the puck in the offensive zone. Colorado aggressive out at the blue line. I was talking about it just moments before that where they pressured Seth Jones, and Jones turned the puck over and they fired it down the ice because there was so much pressure. No options there available. The Blackhawks moved the puck on the second power play unit quickly enough that they caught two Avs out near the blue line. So now you've got a 3-on-2 down low, and they executed it perfectly. You had Kurashev down to Athanasiou, back to Kurashev. Jonathan Taves wide open. All he had to do was put it in the back of the net, and he was able to do that. No way that the goaltender Giorgiev could get over from his right to his left. He had to respect the shot from coming in from Kurashev, so a real nice passing play by the Blackhawks to get them on the board.
2 goals by Colorado, but one coming from a Giorgiov turnover, the other one being in power play fashion. You were saying that Peter Mrazek looks sharp and ready. Kind of pretty much what we saw from him in the preseason, wouldn't you say, Troy?
Goaltending was not an issue in the preseason, and the Blackhawks need these guys to keep them in games, give them that opportunity. And boy, Peter Mrazek made some great saves early on. Nathan McKinnon, one-on-one look with them, going top glove, and he flashed the leather, made the save there, and then came up with another couple big saves as the Avs continue to put pressure on the Blackhawks in their own end of the ice. But a nice job by Mrazek in that first period. 12-4 in shots. You know, one thing the Blackhawks have stressed here throughout the preseason is we need to get more shots on goal. They did get the power play goal, but they got to find a way to spend some time in the offensive zone. But again, easier said than done against one of the best teams in the NHL.
So much energy in that building to begin this game. We thought we were going to see a couple of goals right from the get-go. We saw them, but it took about 13 minutes. Have things cooled off over there, or is it still pretty high energy, high intense?
No, there's still a real good buzz in the building. It went right through the first 20 minutes, and so many times you see where you spend so much energy with the ceremony, the banner raising, that you come out, you're fired up, but the human body just naturally tends to drop some of the adrenaline levels down, and then you kind of slip into a little bit of a funk. Avs didn't do that. Boy, they competed the entire period, and I loved the effort from the Blackhawks. Again, they made some small mistakes that turned into some big plays for the Avs. They got to clean those up. Avs certainly were the better team in the first 20 minutes, but I loved, again, what we talked about. The compete level was there from the Blackhawks. The energy level was there, and they were working hard.
All right, well, let's see if that compete level continues for another 20 minutes. Great talking to you, Troy. We'll talk to you after the second.
You bet.
All right, that's Troy Murray. He and John Weideman with the call out at the Ball Arenas. Again, the Hawks trail the Colorado Avalanche 2-1. Shots on goal in favor of Colorado, 12-4. Again, going back to our FanDuel bets coming from the FanDuel Sportsbook pregame show earlier today. We took the over, 6.5 goals. Again, we're almost halfway there. We brought up Patrick Kane having 3.5, or rather over 3.5 shots on goal. So far, he has none, and also banking on Kane to get a power play point. The Hawks did score a power play goal, but it was Taves' goal, Kurashev, and Athanasiou with assists either way. Great to see the Blackhawks power play working out. Again, Colorado will have 5 seconds of a power play to begin the second period. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll send it back on out to John and Troy. Play a couple highlights for you, too, as well, as you're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Money saved through energy efficiency can directly benefit a business's bottom line. That's why businesses throughout Northern Illinois are partnering with the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program to find up to 35% in energy savings, resulting in lower energy costs for their facilities. Because at ComEd, we're powering your business's future. Learn more at ComEd.com/poweringbiz. ComEd, powering lives. Savings figure is hypothetical only. Actual savings will vary based on the measures implemented and on customers' usage and rate.
In hockey, everyone loves the power play. Well, your local Chevy dealers have a power play to get your attention. Check out the Chevy Equinox with switchable all-wheel drive that keeps you protected on and off the ice. Now's the perfect time to score a Chevy Equinox with 1.9% APR financing for $1,200 total cash allowance. The choice is yours. Own it. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com for details and take your best shot. Drive what Kane and Taves drive.
Grandview buys homes, and we've been buying homes in Chicagoland since 2009. Back then, home sellers would hear our promise: we'll buy your home as is, no matter the condition, and close in as little as 10 days. And some would ask, is this too good to be true? Our answer then and now is simple. Yes, it's good, and yes, it's true. Today, we are no longer alone in the direct home buying business. Now, big out-of-state corporations are giving it a try. One of them, the one that rhymes with pillow, has jumped out just as fast as they jumped in. Grandview's different. Our home offices are right here in St. Charles. Our home buyers average 25 years in residential real estate throughout Chicagoland. We've bought or sold thousands of homes in your neighborhoods. For many of you, selling your home may be the single most important transaction of your life. If you want to sell your home as is, no matter the condition, with no repairs and no hassles whatsoever, call or visit the name you know and the name you trust. GrandviewHomes.com.
This winter, put down the iPhones and gather the family around the original social networking device, your fireplace. Get your fireplace ready now with the pros at Lindemann Chimney at cleanfireplace.com.
The second period is next. Here for a recap is Joe Brand.
A 2-1 lead for the Colorado Avalanche after the first 20 minutes on opening night over at the Ball Arena. This game actually didn't see a goal until 13 minutes in, and it came from Colorado.
To the left point, Taves to McKinnon, high slot, long wrist shot. He scores. From the high slot, Nathan McKinnon got some room. And he fired a shot that may have hit a Hawk player, and then Mrazek and tumbled past him into the Hawk net, and the Avs have drawn first blood in the season. They lead 1-0.
It was actually a tip-in from Andrew Cogliano, tied up down there in the slot with a Hawks player, but it came off of McKinnon's shot. A 1-0 lead for Colorado after the Blackhawks did a nice job of killing off an Avalanche power play. Later on, the Blackhawks were on a power play, and they were able to capitalize.
Philip Kurashev, top of the left circle, moves in, got it over to Taves. He shoots, he scores! The first shot of the year by the Hawks captain, Jonathan Taves, is a power play goal, and the Hawks have tied it at 1.
I think it took him 26 games last year to find his first goal, obviously coming back from missing the entire year, but great to see Taves scoring in the opening game. Power play goal to tie things up at 1. Later on, Valery Nichushkin gave Colorado back the lead at 2-1. And now as we begin the second period, the Blackhawks still have 5 seconds left of the penalty kill. We'll see what kind of energy they bring in this second period, but I'll tell you who does bring the energy each and every time. It's John Weinman and Troy Murray. They're over at the Ball Arena ready to call this second period. Take it over, fellas.
Oh, you're too kind, Joe. By the way, I'm going to give Joe an unsolicited plug, folks. He does phenomenal work in Kane County with the Kane County Cougars baseball team, and Joe Brand is going to be in the major leagues somewhere, somehow, soon. He's very, very good, very professional, does an excellent job with us, and there's an awful lot of loose ends to tie up for one of these broadcasts, and Joe is the consummate professional. So, Joe, it's great to be working with you again this year. Looking forward to all 82.
Check is in the mail, John. Thank you very much.
Hey, that's a $20 compliment, man. We're in the NHL, so Troy gets half, by the way. Union dude.
Yeah, all part of the equation. Yeah. We're a team.
All right, well, here we go. Second period. Hawks need to kill off 5 seconds of Colorado power play time here to get the period started. And I would think that, an efficient penalty kill might give the Blackhawks a little bit momentum earlier.
Well, they've got to generate some more offense. They've got to find a way to get some shots 5-on-5, but they did an excellent job in that period doing what they needed to do. And they basically survived it. Good goaltending by Mrazek, and the Blackhawks are back to full strength.
Murphy's out of the box, and the Hawks are now 2 for 3 on the PK. Here's Patrick Kane wheeling down the left wing Avalanche zone, rifles a shot in on goal, and Giorgiev will gobble it up with a glove and hold on. We get a whistle and a face-off in the circle to his right, 2-1 Colorado.
Penalties expired, and the Blackhawks are back to full strength, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine Orthopedics on a relentless pursuit of better medicine. Blackhawks got the edge in face-offs in the first period. 10 wins, 8 losses.
Max Domi 2 for 5 in that category. Steps into the face-off circle here. The Avs get it, however. Devontae's firing a pass up the right side. Misses everybody, ends up down in the Hawk zone, but no icing called. Play still alive in the Hawk zone. In the near corner, Domi is able to gather the puck in, give it a head up the right side, or actually the left wing boards to Taves. To Kane, he'll carry to center ice. You give it to Seth Jones over the Av line down to the right wing corner. Snaps it behind the net. Around it goes to the left point to Andreas Athanasiou. He'll scoop the puck back down the dasher in behind the Av net. Cale Makar grabbing it there. Moving up the right wing to Lehkonen, and McKinnon racing over the Hawk line. He fires from the left wing circle off the crossbar and out. Now Colorado, too many men on the ice. It was pretty obvious to everybody, but no call. Back into the Hawk zone. Nichushkin in the high slot will fire. Kick save made by Mrazek as he sprawled in the butterfly position. Avalanche get it back. Manson at the right point. To Newhook, leaving it at the right point. Now to the right circle. Nichushkin, a one-timer. And a glove save made by Mrazek. He got the cheater portion of the glove on it, knocking it wide. As Domi clears to center ice to Taylor Radish, he'll dump the puck down into the Colorado zone. Hawks in the midst of a line change.
Ooh, what a thing of beauty to watch Nathan McKinnon fly down the wing and shoot that puck all in one motion. Beat Mrazek and rang it off the crossbar. That's just an incredible individual play by Nathan McKinnon.
Now Kurashev takes the puck away from the Hawks at center ice. Got it to Taves over the Av line. He spins it in front for Tyler Johnson. He deflects it just wide. Avs get it back at the Av line, left wing side. Cogliano takes the puck, spun it across the rink. Philip Ruse will take it back and pass to the Colorado line. As Comfort got it back but lost it to Taves, and from center ice he'll spin it ahead. This deflects down inside the Av net. Giorgiov, the Colorado goaltender, out to play it up the left wing side. Manson will spin it down ice into the Hawk zone. Hawks get the puck back. Regula hit in the near corner by Logan O'Connor of the Colorado Avalanche, but put the puck out to center ice. Here's Cogliano breaking back into the Hawk zone down the right wing. Scoops the backhander in on goal. Pass save made by Mrazek. Entwistle takes a lead pass over the Av line, left circle, and fires, and that hit the stick of Samuel Girard and deflects up into the protective netting and out of play.
That was a good clean exit by the Blackhawks. Patrick Kane up to Entwistle. Entwistle hesitated maybe a little bit. Sam Girard, who got a brutal injury last year in the playoffs, got drilled into the boards and broke his collarbone, basically just collapsed on the ice. Everybody felt so bad for him. Big part of the team, but some trade rumors surrounding Sam Girard with the emergence of Byron Bowen in the playoff last year.
Yeah. Bowen Byron. He in the first game here last year against the Blackhawks scored a goal. Byron Bowen. It's easy to do that.
Murray Troy.
Depends on where you're looking, I guess, in the list. Into the Hawk zone now. Here's Myers down the right side. Spins it in front of the Hawk net. And one of the Avalanche players was hooked on the play.
Regula.
Alec Regula will get the gate 2 for hooking, and the Avs are going to get their 4th power play opportunity.
You just look at the speed coming through the neutral zone. It's one thing that the Blackhawks want to establish, but they haven't been able to do it. Avs basically returning with the same team. Different situation. You got a veteran coach and Jared Bednar behind the bench. You've got basically the same lineup that won the Cup last year, so they're all in sync and coming through the neutral zone with speed like that. Sometimes you have to make a play like Regula did. Gets caught for the hooking call, so Blackhawks need a big kill here to keep this within 1.
Draw to the right of Mrazek. The Hawks get it. Seth Jones spins it behind the Hawk net. Picked off in the near corner by Nichushkin to Lehkonen. Put it behind the net. McKinnon spins it out to the line. Deep slot Makar. To Rantanen, top of the right circle, to Nichushkin, right corner, back to Rantanen, to Makar straight away with a bomb, and that goes wide. Here's Makar again, now high slot, to McKinnon, left circle, one-timer, Mrazek went down in the butterfly position and absorbs that shot in his chest, lets it drop into his glove and holds on, as Seth Jones clears the porch in front of the Hawk net, knocking Nichushkin out of harm's way.
The Hawks defenders did a pretty decent job, but I'll tell you what, the way that Makar handles the blue line position out there, it's incredible. He moves so quickly from side to side, you don't know where he's going to go with the pass or if he's going to shoot it. Obviously, one of the best defensemen. I look at it right now, there's nobody really close to the NHL in my mind to kill Makar the way that he plays the game.
Adam Fox with the Rangers is somebody that the Ranger fans would tell you is in that neighborhood. But
I watched Adam Fox last year, and I don't even see the comparison. I know Fox is good, and people will get mad at me, but the way that he works is incredible.
Now shot from in front by Lehkonen, they score. It's another power play goal, and the Avs now extend their lead to 3-1.
Bang, bang, play down low. And again, it starts with Makar, his movement to Nathan McKinnon. He goes from one side of the ice to the other. It goes back to him, down low. Lehkonen picked up in a trade with the Montreal Canadiens at the trade deadline. Came in and did an excellent job for the Avs. And it's just that little bumper play down low out into the slot that goes in between the legs of Mrazek before you could get Tenorti or Connor Murphy on Arturi Lehkonen. So the Avs up 3-1 with another power play goal.
So it's Lehkonen, his first goal of the season from Rantanen and McKinnon. The goal at 3:49 of period number 2. And for Colorado, they're now 2 for 4 on their power play.
Early on in the season,
NHL. Now, a banner night. Watch Avalanche raise Stanley Cup Championship banner with Mark Hoppus of Blink 182 on hand right pointing triangle.
those early, and the way it works, it kind of tends to loosen up a little bit, but referees are excited that the season is on as well, and Blackhawks are going to have to find a way to stem the speed of the Avs without taking penalties.
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Goal. Cole second/3. 49 ppg. A. Lekkonen 1. Wrist. Ast. M. Rantanen 2. And N. McKinnon 2. Blackhawks 1. Avalanche 3.
Line, he'll pass up the left wing to Max Domi, who deflects it down ice in behind the Avalanche net. And Girard will race back through center ice with the puck over the Hawk line to the left wing boards, where he stops and spins it behind the net. Philip Bruce took it away, put it up the left wing side to Kurashev. He flips it across the rink. Alec Regula, Hawk blue line, will spin it down into the Avalanche zone. It's quickly played ahead by Girard out in front of the benches. And Regula in there creating havoc. Tries to poke the puck free, as does the Hawks' McKenzie and Twistle. JT Compher is able to knock the puck back into the Avs zone, and the Avs get possession. Manson passing to center ice to Compher. Now to Cogliano, Hawk line right wing. Fed it down the boards. Roos took it away, took a hit, got it over to Regula. He'll chip it up the right wing boards, and Entwistle will chop the puck down ice into the Avalanche zone. Quick counter by the Avs. Manson to O'Connor over the Hawk line right wing, put it across. And a shot from the left wing circle by Sedlak is turned out of there by Mrazek.
Good transition by the Avs. The Blackhawks in this period, that long line change, they got caught and really didn't have the structure that they were looking for their own end of the ice. That's another big save by Mrazek.
Here now are the Avs the other way again. Here's Ben Myers into the Hawks zone down the left wing side. The University of Minnesota product runs into a check from Seth Jones. But Myers recovers in the left wing corner. Turns one way, then the other on Jones. Carries behind the net, and then Jones caught him and compressed him into the glass. We get a whistle stopping play as the Hawks net is knocked off of its mooring. 3-1 Colorado.
Oh, nice job by Myers in the corner there, but an excellent job by Seth Jones stopping and starting, not allowing Myers to come out of the zone. He protected it well. And one of the Avs players, I think that was big Curtis McDermott, knocked the net off. I played with his father, Paul McDermott, who was a big bear of a man. I mean, he was one of those guys that you just didn't want to wake him up,
right?
Because he was big and he was tough and he could fight. It wasn't what his game was about, but he sure had it in him. If you woke the bear, if you poked the bear, you were in trouble.
I was waiting for that. We get a whistle and a hand pass at center ice by the Avs. 13:57 left in period number 2 here in Denver. It's Colorado 3 and the Hawks 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey folks, Matsuma with Bernatello's Foods. Excited to introduce you to a frozen pizza that's new to the market, but not new to the game. It's called Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, and the name says it all. It's loaded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese, plus quality meat and veggie toppings, a flavorful sauce, and thin crust. Now's the time. Step out of the I grab what I know frozen pizza box and give it a try. Our customers continually say this is the best frozen pizza they've had. We're confident you're going to love it. So snag one today. A Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza from the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store.
At Alta Equipment, they know uptime matters, so they've partnered with Volvo, Kubota, New Holland, and more to provide the Chicagoland area with industry-leading service and construction project support. Alta Equipment Company services all makes and models, and their technicians are
Speech on with collapse video button. Dismiss.
Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Player
With one of the largest rental fleets in Illinois, there's nothing your job site can furnish that they can't handle. With locations in Orland Park, Spring Grove, and South Elgin. Alta Equipment. Uptime matters.
Being a union member, do you fully understand your pension benefits? Are you getting the most of what your benefits have to offer? Could you use a review of your spousal retirement options? I'm Lori Whittingham Derby, Managing Director for Megan Financial. We provide financial planning solutions exclusively designed for the hardworking men and women of organized labor. Megan Financial will help you take steps to pursue the growth you want and the protection you need. Visit us at megent.com.
Investment executive offering security and advisory services through Cetera Advisors, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Jonathan Taves. Let's get back to the action.
Now back to the game.
Hockey season is back. The Chicago Blackhawks open their 22-23 season home slate at the United Center Friday, October 21st against the Red Wings. Watch your favorite players walk the red carpet, take your photo with the AT&T Fit Cam, and enjoy food and beverage specials.
Here's McKinnon into the Hawk zone, right wing circle, then walked it in front of the net, and Jonathan Taves doubling back, poke check the puck away.
Get your seats today at blackhawks.com/tickets.
Yeah, the home opener against the Red Wings, that should be special.
Yeah, the only time the Red Wings will be in town, so let's get out there and all chat together.
Yeah, saw them in the preseason. The Red Wings had their way with the Blackhawks that night, so we'll see if the Hawks can turn the tables on opening night.
The Hawks' only win in the preseason was in Detroit.
I remember that. We had some fun that night, didn't we?
Game, yeah.
Here's Makar out of the Av zone, passing ahead to Comfort, center ice. He had the puck topple off his stick of the Hawk line. Athanasiou took it, breaking back into the Av zone, leaving it at the right point. Poked by Regula down to Kane along the right wing half boards, and then Kopfer reaching in, pulled it free. Head to Makar at center ice. To Cogliano over the Hawk line, left wing side. Put it across Logan O'Connor, and he'll fire from the right circle. That missed the net. Regula with a pass up the right wing. Max Domi crisscrossing with Kane over the Avalanche line. Domi will fire from the high slot, and that deflects off Makar's stick to the left wing corner. Avs get it back, and O'Connor will clear it over the line to center ice. Philip Roos, good body position there, got to the puck in front of O'Connor in the Hawk zone. Roos takes a pass from Kane and sent a headman pass up the left wing for Athanasiou at the Avalanche blue line, but it hit him on the backhand part of the blade and feeds down. Avs get it back. Evan Rodriguez into the Hawk zone right point. Sends it down to the right wing corner. Big Jared Tenorti put a body check on Newhook as the puck ends up at the point. Eric Johnson sends it down the boards behind the Hawk net, rolls up the far side, and Entwistle will deflect it past Girard to center ice. Avs get it back and come into the Hawk zone, led by Eric Johnson. From the right point, he tried to pass it through the high slot. This is picked off by the Hawk Sam Lafferty to Jared Tenorti. And here's Tenorti now leaving the puck in front of the Hawk net to Connor Murphy. Murphy lifts it through the air down into the Av zone. Lafferty's got it, left circle, and let's see what we get here. A hand pass will be called here to the Hawks. Face-off comes to center ice.
A little bit of a delay on that call, but I think it's the correct call. Blackhawks did a nice job of forcing the Avs to stick around the boards, not getting to the middle of the ice. Big Jared Tenorti won the one-on-one battle and able to get it over to his partner, Connor Murphy, and it's a set play when you try and lob it out into the neutral zone when you have some speed. You're looking for a bounce. You're looking for something good to happen, and Connor Murphy did that, but it was a hand pass that negated everything.
Now that fourth line out there for the Blackhawks. We'll see if Jujar Kara can redeem himself in some way here. In behind the Hawk net. Puck taken back by the Avs. Sedlak fed it out to the right point. This is batted away by Regula ahead to Colin Blackwell. Hawk forward to center ice. Boston Kid will flip it down the boards in behind the Avalanche net. Buddy Robinson has it between his skates. Robinson had it pulled free. And the Avs Manson takes it back. Passing up the near side. Manson then hit by Robinson. Puck skirts down into the far corner Avs zone. Anton Bleed will spin it around. Actually now Sedlak. Round it goes to McDermott along the left wing boards. Put it across the rink. Cleared to center ice. And taken back by the Hawks into the Av zone. This is Jones to the high slot. Jack Johnson will tee it up and fire. And that was blocked in front of the net, but a whistle and a penalty will be called here. I believe this is going to the Avs.
Yeah, the Avs are going to get an interference call here. Or is it Jonathan Taves?
Jonathan Taves.
Oh, wow. Blackhawks had puck possession. The official in the game, they're working on it too. You look at the replay there. Bowen Byram goes down in front of the net. I think Taves gave him a little bit of a cross-check there from behind and knocked him off his feet. And shot comes in. You get another replay of it. Yeah, it's an interference call on the captain, Jonathan Taves. So Blackhawks in some danger here. Fifth power play for the Avs. They're 2 for 4, and the captain in the box. 2 minutes for interference.
Luke Richardson talked about this with me in our segment about how the stick fouls can really add up early in the season because the referees are going to be looking for them. And so far now, the Blackhawks have been assessed 5 minor penalties. Avs 2 for 4 in the power play. Makar into the Hawk zone. Drops the puck in the high slot. Lekkonen's got it. Put it now, bottom of the right circle, then back to the high slot. And McKinnon fires a one-timer wide. Entwistle the other way to center ice over the Av line. Down the right wing and a sharp angle shot from the corner. Sticked wide by Giorgiev. Avs come back the other way over the Hawk line. This is Rantanen into the right wing circle. Backs up with the puck to the corner. Put it out to the right point to Makar. Back down to Rantanen, bottom of the right wing circle. He fed it over left circle, McKinnon. McKinnon fed the high slot, Makar to Rantanen, right face-off dot. He fires and scores. Another power play goal for the Avs. That's 3 tonight. They're now 3 for 5, and they lead the hockey game 4-1. We'll go more than halfway through period number 2.
Movement excellent by the Avs. I mean, it's tape to tape all over the place. McKinnon does a nice little job to Makar. That sets up the whole play. Very similar to the Nichushka goal. It's a set play that the Avs are looking for from one side to the other. The lefty to the lefty on the far post, just a little redirect. Again, not much that Mrazek can do there. Body positioning in favor in front of Jack Johnson. Lekkonen with his second of the night, second on the power play. 3 for 5. As John just mentioned, 3 power play goals for the Avs.
Well, I mentioned Rantanen got the goal.
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Goal. Cole second /10. 12 ppg. A. Lekkonen. 2. Tip in. Ast. M. Rantanen. 3. And C. Makar. 1. Blackhawks 1. Avalanche 4.
At the Avalanche blue line, Alec Regula had the puck and pushed it down the boards in behind the Av net. Eric Johnson's got it back there. Johnson, the 4th longest tenured Avalanche player in franchise history, behind a couple of your old teammates, Joe Sakic and Adam Foote, and Milan Hajduk. There at center ice now, Philip Khrushchev takes the puck away from the Avs, crosses the Av line, put it to the legs of Byram into the right wing circle, then to the right corner. Josh Manson intercepts and clears the center ice front of the benches. Connor Murphy will fire it right back down the boards into the Colorado zone. Manson hit in the near corner. He's able to move the puck up the right wing to Alex Newhook at center ice. He crosses the Hawk blue line and dumps it lazily down to the corner. Murphy put it back up the boards to Tenorti, who tried to clear the puck out, kept in by Manson. Now to Newhook along the right wing boards. There's Newhook battling with the Hawk Sam Lafferty. Coughed up the puck. Tenorti's back the other way. Jared Tenorti to center ice. His dad was Mark Tenorti, who played 12 seasons in the National Hockey League for the North Stars and the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, he was a tough nut in his own right. His second year in the NHL with the old North Stars.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Back in the day.
230 plus penalty minutes that year.
He was a big, big man, and boy,
yeah.
he could, I don't have to tell you, he could go.
Yeah, he turned into an excellent defenseman. Injuries kind of shortened his career.
Yeah. Now back inside the Hawk zone in the near corner. Tyler Johnson had the puck skip over his stick out to Makar at the line. Makar then gave it up. Here's Taves to the puck, Hawk line. Racing ahead through center ice over the Av line left wing. Let go, wrist shot. That's over the net and around the glass. Taylor Radish got to the puck, leaves it in the right wing corner. Here's Philip Khrushchev with it. Floats it high slot, Seth Jones. He'll fire, and that sails wide of the Av net. Khrushchev gets it back along the right boards, put it behind the Av net to Jonathan Taves. Feeds it up the slot for Radish. It's off his stick, but Radish will go back and get the puck in the right corner. Put put it up the slot for Seth Jones, and that puck hops over his stick and slides all the way down. This will enable a line change for the Avalanche.
Taves' line has spent some time in the offensive zone, some good chemistry there, and that was a nice play that just hopped over the stick of Seth Jones. But some time in the offensive zone is what the Blackhawks need to do.
Now Jones at center ice, outnumbered by a couple of Avs. McKinnon takes the puck away into the Hawk zone, gave it to Rantanen. Rantanen back in the net, put it in front. McKinnon takes the puck away, top of the right circle. Here's McKinnon wheeling over toward the left point. Sends it now right point. Eric Johnson, he'll fire. And a stick save made by Mrazek. Kane will take the puck and clear it off the boards to center ice. Avs get it back and come back into the Hawk zone, led by Rantanen. Over the line, right point. Spins it across the rink. Kane tipped it away. Puck tumbles in behind the Hawk net. Jack Johnson put it around, not out. Rantanen for the left wing boards. Put it across now on the far side. There to get it, McKinnon. To Girard, into the left circle, to Johnson, high slot. He'll fire a shot that missed the net. Eric Johnson of the Avs. Eric Johnson again with a puck, left point. Down to Girard along the left wing boards, put it across McKinnon, then from the right circle, he tried to snap a one-timer to the net. Never got through. Kane will poke the puck up the near boards to center ice, forcing the Avs to regroup. Now Byram takes a pass from Manson, crossing the Hawk line, fed the right circle, Cogliano. Back to Manson, moving to the right point. Hands it down the boards, Cogliano. Dumping it to the corner. Seth Jones had it for a moment for the Hawks. Logan O'Connor took it away instead for the Avs. Feeds the puck around. Byram at the left point. To Comfer through the high slot. Tried to pass it down to Manson. Picked off by Kane. The pass to center ice to Lafferty. To Kurashev at the Avalanche blue line. He had it knocked off his stick. Here's O'Connor breaking into the Hawk zone. And a great effort there by Jared Tenorti, diving to scrape the puck off of O'Connor's stick and out of harm's way.
Kurashev's got to recognize that was a long shift for the Blackhawks. They need to get that puck in deep so they get the change. They got caught in the change because Kurashev had the puck at the blue line and one too many moves there. That puck's just got to go in deep.
At the right point, Hawk zone. Manson hit by Lafferty as Manson dumps the puck into the right wing corner. Here's Lafferty absorbing a return check from Manson. Avs get the puck. Nichushkin from the high slot will fire. And that deflects wide of the Hawk net. That didn't miss by much. Manson in the near corner. Battling with Kurashev for the puck. Kurashev lost his footing and the puck, but put it up the boards to Lafferty. Then Twistle to center ice, and he'll flip it down the right side boards deep into the Avalanche zone and tried to race in and get it. But Eric Johnson took it away. Spins the puck away, not out. Kept in by Entwistle to Kara. Put it down to the right wing corner. Entwistle centers for Kara in front. This deflects off his stick, and the Avs get the puck back. Blackwell kept it alive, right point. Moves it down in behind the Avalanche net. Jujhar Kara's got the puck there. Carries away to the left wing boards. They tried to leave it in the corner and did to Blackwell. To Kara, high slot. To the line, Connor Murphy. Long wrist shot, and the blocker save made by Georgiev. Blackwell took the rebound behind the net. To Murphy, left point. He'll snap it down the boards in behind the Av net. Kane is fresh off the Hawks bench. Got to the puck along the right wing half boards. To Colin Blackwell, back of the net. Now it's on Kara's stick, but had it knocked off the stick around to the line, and Rodriguez will clear to center ice. 3:30 left in period number 2. It's the Avs 4 and the Hawks 1. Back in behind the Hawk net. Philip Ruse is able to extricate the puck from Alex Newhook. Ruse put a pass up the left wing for Domi, but it's batted off his stick by Makar. And the Avs get the puck back. In the near corner, Ben Myers to McDermott. Put it out to the line. A long wrist shot there from Devon Taves. Never got through. Taves took it back on the left point. Lost it to Patrick Kane, who chips it off the boards in front of the Avalanche bench at center ice. And now Kane recovers and then had it swept away. And the Avs will take it back. Here's Makar with a pass to McDermott, Hawk line. Right wing side. He'll deflect the puck down in behind the net. And Philip Ruse is on it for the Hawks. The Avs have completed a line change. Ruse passing up the left wing. Radish at center ice, crossing the Av line through the high slot into the right circle. He guides it on goal, and Georgiev makes the save with the stick. Regula takes the puck back right point to Jack Johnson, left point. He'll tee it up and fire, and that deflects through traffic and nearly into the net, but goes wide. Johnson again for the left point, tried to fire. That's blocked by Taves. Devon Taves passing ahead to Nathan McKinnon over the Hawk line to the left wing corner. Turns and spun it back across the rink, and Jonathan Taves will take it. Clears it through center ice, and down they're going to waive the icing as the Hawks will get a line change.
Taves ahead, under pressure there. Just gets it out. Looked like it could have been an icing call there, but it was waved off.
Here's Cogliano into the Hawk zone. Got it back to Manson, right point. To Byram, moving into the left circle. Fires one in front of the Hawk net through the crease and wide. McKinnon takes the puck back in the right wing corner. Shakes a check. Fed the high slot. Cogliano fires. And that deflects off of one of the Hawks and up into the protective netting and out of play. 1:44 left in period number 2 here in Denver. The Avalanche enjoying a 4-1 lead. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey Blackhawks fans, this is Max Domi and you're listening to Blackhawks Radio on 720 WGN.
Hey hockey fans, it's Chris Chelios. What are you sipping tonight? El Bandito Yankee is a new ultra premium tequila that is 100% pure and natural with no additives. Just 100% blue agave. El Bandito Yankee Tequila is the most flavorful Blue Weber agave in the world. Now available at Benny's, Mariano's, Jewel, and Woodman's. Go to elbanditoyankee.com to learn more about what makes us so damn good.
If I had to pick between getting up to cook or getting a bundle at McDonald's, let's just say... Now at McDonald's, order up a tasty bundle for just $3.29. Get into a delicious, fiery jalapeno double or a bold jalapeno McChicken. Both serving up crispy and sliced jalapenos with either beef or chicken patties. Or try turning up the flavor with a hot and spicy McChicken or a melty McDouble. Bundle your pick with the small fries for $3.29. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
We all know that Bryant has world-class technology to keep your family comfortable all year long. But when it comes to installing and servicing your Bryant equipment, make sure you hire a factory-authorized dealer. We like to call them FADs. FAD. They're the best of the best. FADs are the most educated to identify and recommend comfort solutions specific to your home. Visit ChicagoFAD.com. That's ChicagoFAD.com. Just enter your zip code to find a trusted Bryant factory-authorized dealer near you. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tune into the Hampton OB Show before and after every game all season long. Sponsored by your local Chevy dealers at ChevyDriveChicago.com. Right here on WGN.
Thanks, Ernie. I appreciate that. And I'm going to reinforce that. Chicago Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by ChevyDriveChicago.com. Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive will get you where you want to go. John Weideman. Troy Murray here, broadcasting live from the Alta Equipment broadcast booth. Alta Equipment, uptime matters. Hawks down 4-1, face-off to the right-hand side of Peter Mrazek, who has been really good in this game despite giving up 4 goals.
Now Khrushchev draws an interference penalty against Evan Rodriguez. The Hawks are going to go back to the Sitco power play here. Barring another penalty call, I don't believe there will be one. Good play there by Khrushchev to poke check the puck away at the Hawk blue line from Evan Rodriguez.
Yeah, and that was an opportunity to see Sam Lafferty and his speed there.
Yeah.
He was going to take off. He was probably going to beat Manson and Gerard to that puck, or Bowen Byram. And Byram is the guy, I think, that they tagged for the penalty.
They actually got Evan Rodriguez. They did get Rodriguez because he was the one that ran.
Was that earlier on the play there when he ran into Khrushchev?
It was.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can see it on the replay here. Nice job by the guys on TNT to pick up the penalty behind the play.
So the penalty late in the second period. Avalanche get the puck off the draw, and Makar will lift it through the air and down ice in on Mrazek, who guides the puck into the far corner. Hawks will get it back and clear their end, led by Kane to center ice. The Radish over the Av line. Leaves it at the right point to Seth Jones. He put it down the boards, and it's taken away by the Avalanche's Taves. And he'll stick the puck off the boards and back all the way down. Devon Taves led all NHL defensemen in plus-minus with a plus 52 last season. And riding shotgun with Cale Makar.
Yeah, he was plus 48. When you score that many goals, the goal differential was plus 78 for the Avs. One of the top goal differentials. The Blackhawks a minus 72 in that department. So big discrepancy.
Now Lehkonen into the Hawk zone shorthanded, fires from the left wing circle on goal. Mrazek knocked it wide with the pads. Lehkonen's got 2 goals already tonight. Here's Kane to the puck, left wing side, Hawk zone, or Avalanche zone, at the point. Lost it to Lehkonen. He'll lead Manson into the Hawk zone down the left wing to the half boards. Manson pokes the puck to the corner. Entwistle scrapes it up the far side, but not out. And O'Connor took it away, then lost the puck in the corner. Hawks having trouble getting anything going here. They have 35 seconds of Sitco power play time remaining. Sitco power play adventure waits. Fuel up first with Sitco. 4 seconds left in the period. Puck at the Colorado blue line. Taken away by Sedlak. Put it across to Manson, and there's the horn. The Hawks will open up the third period on the power play, and they'll have 23 seconds of power play time with which to work, along with a fresh sheet of ice, but looking up at a 4-1 deficit to the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to tip your hat to the Avs. They're a darn good team, and again, I like the effort from the Blackhawks, but boy, so much pressure from one line to the next, and it's how the Blackhawks want to play that pressure game, getting it in and forcing turnovers. But right now the Blackhawks in kind of defense mode, scrambling around to defend against the Avs, and all their motion that they have. They have, I would say, maybe the most motion in the offensive zone of any team in the NHL, just because of their defensemen. You've got Byram, you've got Makar, you've got Taves, you've got Girardi. Those guys are all quick, good puck-moving defensemen. There's just so much motion that it's hard to defend, not only for the Blackhawks in this game, but for any team in the NHL. They're just, there's a reason why they won the Cup last year. It's the type of play that they're playing here. And I've been very impressed that they've been able to keep it up through 40 minutes. And, for the Blackhawks, only a little bit over half a minute there. If they could find a way to connect on the power play here and get some emotion back into their game, and maybe get Colorado sitting back a little bit, maybe comfortable with the 4-1 lead heading into the third period, you could turn the tables.
We'll find out. We should remind our listeners that we are broadcasting live from the Alta Equipment broadcast booth. Alta Equipment, uptime matters. 4-1 Colorado after 2 here in Denver. Our Joe Brand is standing by in Blackhawk Central. He'll have a full intermission report for you good folks, and then back here to Denver for third period action, with the Hawks looking to provide their fans with, I wouldn't say a miracle comeback, but an exciting comeback nonetheless, which would be really, really cool. We'll see if they can do it. 2 in the books, 4-1 Colorado. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Clogged toilets, broken pipes, flooded basement? Don't let your plumbing problems take you off your game. When you need a plumber fast, call Plumbers 911 at 1-833-PLUM-911, where they promise to connect you to a plumber in 5 minutes or less. Their phones are open 24/7 at 833-PLUM-911, and their highly trained plumbing professionals are ready to answer your call. Get your plumbing job done right the first time with Plumbers 911 Chicago, your plumbing connection.
Calling all doers. St. Xavier University is for students who want more out of their future. Attend St. Xavier's Graduate Programs Open House on Thursday, November 10th to learn about their transformative graduate programs in business, computer science, education, medical sciences, and nursing. From 4:30 p.m. to 7:30, learn about your financial aid and scholarship options and participate in breakout sessions to learn about various graduate programs. Register today at sxu.edu, keyword open house. St. Xavier University, the best in you.
Oh, hey, kiddo. How was the hill?
Educational.
Oh, learn a new trick?
Yeah, the trick to a happy, fulfilling life, maybe. I learned that mountain air unleashes my inner peace. And rip and pow, well, the whole crew's all, yoo! Induces spontaneous joy.
Okay, that's nice.
The Icon Pass lets you do you at 50-plus destinations worldwide from $309 adult. Buy yours now at iconpass.com.
What do you have for us today, Charlotte?
Charlotte is the little sister of the Tooth Fairy. Charlotte is the Junk Fairy.
If you have stuff in your shed that you haven't used in the past 12 months...
Yes?
You're not storing stuff? You've got junk.
Turn your overstuffed storage shed into a shed that you can use again.
Give yourself some space in there to maneuver.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
And if you have a garden gnome who is ready to retire,
We'll take that garden gnome to Garden Gnome Island,
where they can just lay around and eat snacks and tell jokes all day.
You can always count on 1-800-GOT-JUNK to go the extra mile.
and we do it with a happy smile.
See all the retired garden gnomes at GardenGnomeIsland.com.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Tune in every Friday to the Wintrust Business Lunch for the Small Business Showcase. We'll highlight various businesses, share their stories, their challenges, and successes as we support and inspire local Chicago businesses.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
So sorry the food is late.
You should order through EasyCater. Professionally delivered on time and as ordered.
Totally would, but the E is broken on my keyboard.
Just get IT to fix it.
Totally would. Can't type the word help.
Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. That's our thing.
It's time for an intermission update. Sponsored by Truly Hard Seltzer. Do it for the flavor. Here's Joe Brand.
A couple of power play goals by Arturi Lankinen now has the Colorado Avalanche ahead of the Blackhawks 4-1 through 2 periods out in Denver. It's opening night at the Ball Arena, and the reigning Stanley Cup champs are definitely playing up to their standard, outshooting the Blackhawks as well so far, 22-10. But again, 2 power play goals in that second period. They are now 3 for 5 on the power play, as the Hawks will have 23 seconds of a power play to begin the third period, but still a long way to go, as again they trail the Avalanche by 3. Let's take a look around the NHL. It's the 100th career game for Trevor Zegras, and the Anaheim Ducks trail the Seattle Kraken 3-2. Looks like former Blackhawk Dylan Strome's brother Ryan Strome scored a power play goal for the Ducks, but again down by a goal with less than a minute in the second period. The Vancouver Canucks and Edmonton Oilers are starting their seasons against each other for the 4th straight year, and right now it's a 3-1 lead for Vancouver over Edmonton. 6 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second period. And actually, right as I say that, Connor McDavid just scored a power play goal, obviously his first of the year. So it's now 3-2 Vancouver with under 6 minutes left in the second period. Boston beat Washington today, 5-2, the final over in Washington. Carolina with a 4-1 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets in Johnny Hockey's debut on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the Montreal Canadiens edged the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-3 up in Montreal. First game as Nick Suzuki as the captain for the Habs. And Toronto and Montreal facing off against each other to begin the season. 20th time that that's happened in both of their franchises, as that is the most in NHL history. Elsewhere in the sports world, San Diego's got a 5-3 lead over the LA Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th inning, so they are 5 outs away from evening up that series at 1 game apiece. It would also be San Diego's first playoff win against the Dodgers ever. I'm not kidding you. The game is on TV right now. There's a goose hanging out in the outfield, just sitting, squatting in the outfield right now over at Dodger Stadium. Again, Padres leading LA 5-3. That is game 2 of that series. San Diego trying to even it. And earlier today, Atlanta did even up their series against the Philadelphia Phillies with a 3-0 shutout. Kenley Jansen nailed down the save. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll bring in Troy Murray from the Ball Arena to break down the following 20 minutes that has the Blackhawks trailing the Colorado Avalanche 4-1 in the season opener tonight. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
In hockey, everyone loves the power play. Well, your local Chevy dealers have a power play to get your attention. Check out the Chevy Equinox with switchable all-wheel drive that keeps you protected on and off the ice. Now's the perfect time to score a Chevy Equinox with 1.9% APR financing for $1,200 total cash allowance. The choice is yours. Own it. Go to ChevyDriveChicago.com for details and take your best shot. Drive what Kane and Taves drive.
When the temperatures go up, 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 or the temperatures go down, down, down.
Hi, it's Dick and Elizabeth from American Weather Makers Heating and Cooling.
We asked our service tech, Mike, to tell you about a recent service call.
During a routine furnace tune-up at a customer's home, I found a gas leak in a pipe fitting. I alerted the homeowner, corrected it immediately, and now the family has a safe and efficient furnace.
So call today to schedule your thorough furnace tune-up and get our no breakdown guarantee.
And if you have no heat, American Weathermakers are the 60-Minute Men. We'll be at your home in 60 minutes or give you a $60 gift card for the repair. And we never charge overtime, so call us weekends or nights. It's the same price.
Plus, we have the best prices on all the top furnace and air conditioner brands.
Tune-up, no heat, new furnace, call
American Weathermakers. Call toll-free 855-955-HVAC.
or visit AmericanWeathermakers.com.
Your basement is already dry most of the time, but if you want your basement dry all of the time, you know who to call. Permaseal at 800-421-SEAL or permaseal.net.
Your heart. You'd never think to purposely stop it from pumping. I'm Tara. And when my team at Northwestern Medicine discovered a deadly malformation in my brain, my cardiologist and neurosurgeon said the only way to treat it was by stopping my heart. And that's exactly what they did. 12 times.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, ranked top 10 in the nation for neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report,
Tara's unique condition required a unique team. Collaborating like never before, her team temporarily stopped Tara's blood flow, allowing the catheter to more easily travel through her veins to reach and obliterate the brain malformation.
Stopping my heart saved my life. You don't hear that every day.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Two goals by the Colorado Avalanche in that second period, both of them coming from Arturi Lankinen and both of them coming in power play fashion. They have the Colorado Avalanche ahead of the Blackhawks 4-1 so far through two periods out in Denver. I'm Joe Brand. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN. Colorado also outshooting the Hawks 10-6 in that second period, 22-10 overall. We're going to head on out to the Ball Arena and bring in Troy Murray, who's breaking down that game with John Weideman. And Troy, you've been mentioning it. We are seeing pretty much full-on display why Colorado is so good. You did mention that second line of Tyler Johnson, Jonathan Taves, and Taylor Radish doing a good job of spending time in Colorado's zone. Has that continued throughout the game? Do you still see that happening?
I think when you kind of look at what's going on here, I mean, it's been sporadic. You want to have some consistency from one line to the next in the offensive zone. We've seen that from the Avs, and you get a good shift in the offensive zone, and I think Taves and his line has played a pretty solid game. But early on, John talked about it. I talked about it early as well. A lot of penalties early in the season. The coaches all talk about it, and it's something you just got to stay away from. And for the Avs, man, just the confidence that they're showing 5-on-5, and then that builds it. Or sorry, with man advantage 5-on-4, that turns into confidence playing 5-on-5, and the Hawks are on their heels, and they've got to find a way to just turn the tables a little bit, execute some of the small plays better than they have. You got to alleviate some of the pressure when you have puck possession in your own end of the ice. You know that the pressure is going to be there. The one thing that I noticed with Colorado, and they do an excellent job, they're moving their feet as soon as they get the puck. The Blackhawks have to do that too. Sometimes in their own zone, standing along the boards, they're looking for a play rather than moving your feet, because you take away all your options, or a lot of your options, if you're just standing still. Players can read where they're going to go. They're going to take away the passing lanes, and they're going to pressure you, and you don't really have anywhere to go. So move your feet in your own end of the ice. Start heading towards Colorado's end of the ice, and that means you'll spend more time in the offensive zone, which we have to see here in period number 3.
Yeah, you do bring up a good point, Troy, because that was kind of the big thing about the preseason, right? Is, you get so many rotating rosters. You don't really get to see what these guys can do. There's not a lot of consistency. And now when you come into this game, it's the regular season, but you're playing Colorado often down a man. It's already difficult enough to play them 5-on-5. So the penalties are really burning the Hawks on kind of two different entities then.
Yeah, I mean, they're penalties that are caused because the Avs are, on top of you. The one cross-check in front of the net from Taves. A lot of times they're probably not going to call that. He did knock the defenseman down, but at the same time, you're battling for possession there. But they're going to be a little bit tighter with the calls early on here, and that's what they want to do. That they happen. It happens all the time. They're just calling the penalties. that they see, and they're all penalties. I'm not saying they're not penalties.
Mm-hmm.
They're all penalties, and the referees, they have their preseason game. They go to a training camp. They talk about what they need to do, and that is reinforced going into the season. So a lot of times you see a lot of penalties called early on. And the Blackhawks, unfortunately, because of the pressure that the Avs have reacted to the pressure, and they've, if it's the hook, the hole, the interference, whatever it is, that's caused by a lot of the things that the Avs are doing.
All right, Troy, thank you for the insight. We'll talk to you coming up in the third.
Yeah.
That is Troy Murray. He and John Weideman with the call out at the Ball Arena. Hawks trailing Colorado 4-1. Again, penalties have been a problem, but they will have 23 seconds of a power play to start the third. We're going to take a break. Have the third period coming up for you next. 720 WGN.
Money saved through energy efficiency can directly benefit a business's bottom line. That's why businesses throughout Northern Illinois are partnering with the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program to find up to 35% in energy savings, resulting in lower energy costs for their facilities. Because at ComEd, we're powering your business's future. Learn more at ComEd.com/poweringbiz. ComEd, powering lives. Savings figure is hypothetical only. Actual savings will vary based on the measures implemented and on customers' usage and rate.
Take the ice with a no-sweat first bet on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. New customers get up to $1,000 back in free bets if your first bet doesn't win. Play your way with everything from the money line to point spreads to player props. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. 21 and older and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. At Midwestern University's multi-specialty clinic in Downers Grove, their team of faculty and graduate students provide patients with a thorough, comprehensive healthcare experience. This state-of-the-art facility is home to the Dental Institute, Family Medicine Clinic, Speech Language Institute, Physical Therapy Institute, and the Eye Institute. To learn more, visit MWUclinics.com or call 630-743-4500 to schedule an appointment today. The Midwestern University Multi-Specialty Clinic, your family's home for healthcare.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like Allstate agent John Tunnell, because John works every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Contact John Tunnell at 847-306-8660 for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
That old car is worth money. Visit VictoryAutoWreckers.com for an instant quote. VictoryAutoWreckers.com.
VictoryAutoWreckers.com. My Chicago bank was acquired by some big out-of-state bank.
You know, you should try my bank, Marquette Bank. They're a modern neighborhood bank with bankers who actually care. They've got the digital stuff you need, and they're the only bank in Chicago with fun rewards. Plus, they do monthly service projects to help people in the neighborhood.
When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Love where you bank.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
WGN. The third period is next. Here for a recap is Joe Brand.
2 power play goals by Arturi Lankinen has the Colorado Avalanche ahead of the Blackhawks 4-1. 20 minutes left over at the Ball Arena before we finish off this season opener. We're up against the clock. I'm going to send it on out to the Ball Arena with John and Troy. But really quick, fellas, that goal by Jonathan Toews, hard enough to believe. First time that he has scored the Blackhawks' first goal of the season ever. Kane did it twice in 08 and 09, but first time for Toews.
You know what, Joe? That is an outstanding point, and I was actually thinking that. I'm not going to take credit, but I was actually thinking that. I was thinking to myself, when's the last time that Jonathan Toews scored the first goal to open a season? I could not remember any seasons where he did. And so great job by you pulling up that point. Another feather in your cap there, Joe. Keep up the great work, bud.
Were you really thinking that?
I was. I honestly was.
Out of the blue, you were thinking that?
No, I was thinking Toews got the first goal of the season. I was trying to remember when that happened, and I really honestly couldn't. I'm being honest.
All right.
All right. I had my left hand up. I got to put my right hand up. Sorry about that. All right. Well, here we go with the third period. as I'm being sworn to an oath here in the booth. Draw one by the Avalanche to get her started in the third. Manson's got the puck at his blue line and drives it hard down the boards and into the Hawks zone. Puck circles the net, deflects off of Seth Jones' stick and back down ice into the Avalanche zone, where Manson will do it all over again. Clears the center ice. Hawks get the puck back. Kane will whisk it down the right side boards deep into the Colorado zone. Taylor Radish was pushed off the puck along the far side by O'Connor. Comfort to get it down the right wing Hawk zone, fed it back to the high slot. And Jack Johnson made a pass back, was intended for Comfort that missed. And the puck is sent all the way down. It was intended by Radish to get it there to Max Domi. It missed. It goes all the way down, and icing is now called against the Hawks.
Seth Jones has already played over 19 minutes in this game. He's got 7 hits. He's been a workhorse out there. With the pressure that Colorado has put on the defense, he's done an excellent job at the high altitude. The change in altitude is something that you deal with during the games. For Seth Jones to be almost at 20 minutes, there's going to be a penalty called here.
Patrick Kane caught a high stick from one of the Avs.
Yeah, let's hope it's a 4-minute. Maybe the Blackhawks can find some real good news here. He's got 2 fingers up, so they're on the same hand, which is a good thing.
Number 62
2 minutes for high sticking. So our Blackhawks will get an opportunity here. Lehkonen. Face-off win by the Avs. And a high stick for Kane was heading out to the point. Blackhawks need to win this face-off. Get something set up here early on. And we talked about building on something here in the third period. This could go a long way in giving the Blackhawks that energy that they're looking for, and maybe the belief that they could score some goals.
Sure. Well, the Avs had just come to full strength after killing off the Hawks' second power play. Hawks on the Sitco power play again. Adventure waits. Fuel up first with Sitco. Hawks controlling the Avs zone. Here's Kurashev firing from the right wing boards through the crease and wide. Looked like Taves was trying to tip it home from the doorstep there. Now Entwistle right
YouTube.
down to Taves,
Now,
right wing corner.
NHL. This was insane. Even if it didn't count. Attachment.
That deflected away into the far corner, and Josh Manson will take the puck and clear it up the right boards and all the way down.
Taves wins that face-off. They spent some time. They had a look. It just didn't go. And good job by the Blackhawks. To win that face-off and then set something up. Sorry, John.
That's all right. Kurashev sent Entwistle into the Avalanche zone down the right wing, but the puck deflects off his stick. And Bowen Byram will clear it up the left wing side and all the way down. And now fresh tubes for the Hawks. The puck behind the Hawk net, and he'll carry to center ice. Kane to the Av line. Tried to spin it across on the right wing side. This hit the skate of Nichushkin, actually Girard. Deflects back to center ice. Tyler Johnson got it back to Kane. Steps over the Av line left point to Tyler Johnson. Put it in front. Max Domi shoots and scores! Power play goal for Max Domi. He got the backhand part of his stick blade on that pass from Tyler Johnson and redirects it in behind the goaltender Giorgiev. And the Hawks are now 2 for 3 on the Sitco power play, and they're back in this game, trailing 4-2.
What a cute little play by Patrick Kane at the blue line there to get Tyler Johnson in behind the first wave of defense. And then you've got Domi on the backhand going to the far post. Johnson recognizes that. Domi presents his stick to him. And it's a little tap in that goes off the post and across the line. So that's what the Hawks are looking for. A quick strike here, the penalty to the Avs, and they're back in this game right now.
Well, the goal is at 1:51 of period number 3. We have a little bit of a delay before they get it started again.
Yeah, with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. The assist by Kane, sponsored by Chevy.
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Goal, Chi third/1. 51 ppg. M. Domi, 1. Tip in, Ast, T. Johnson, 1. And P. Kane, 1. Blackhawks, 2. Avalanche, 4.
5 of the 6 goals scored. Inside the Hawk zone in the near corner. That's the corner to Mrazek's right. Jared Tenorti is able to extract the puck. Carries behind the net. Moves it on the right wing boards. Connor Murphy out to Buddy Robinson at center ice. He'll fire from the left wing side down the boards deep into the Av zone. So much force on that it circled the Av net and ended up sliding back to the Hawk line. Seth Jones has it there. Lead pass for Entwistle, the Av line right wing side. He'll deflect the puck down behind the net. Sam Lafferty in to get it to Phil Kurashev. Moves it to the left point. Jack Johnson there for the Hawks. He'll spin it back down the dasher and back in behind the Av net. Devon Taves took it away. Quick pass ahead. McKinnon over the Hawk line. Drops it off. Lehkonen will spin it over into the left wing corner. This banks behind the net around to the right wing boards to Cale Makar. To McKinnon behind the net to Makar. He'll carry behind the Hawk net or around. Send it out to the high slot. Lehkonen fires. Actually, Rantanen fires. And a stick save made by Mrazek. And then Makar mishandled the puck at the Hawk blue line. Lost it to center ice.
What a brutal player.
Yeah, what's wrong with that guy?
Like, honestly, that's the first bad play that Makar, or a misplay, I think he's had all game long. And it just bounced over a stick out into the neutral zone.
He's got to be careful about his game, and he may get sent down to the American League in Colorado, right? No, can't see it. Hall of Fame, I think, is the next destination for Makar once he gets through. A little premature on that, but I'll go ahead and say it. Back in behind the Avalanche net. Eric Johnson pulls the puck free, but lost it to Jonathan Taves in the left wing corner. Taves sends it behind the Av net and up the near sideboards. Alec Regula pinching from the right point down to the half boards, kept it alive there, but the Avs get it back. Girard to Nichushkin at center ice on the left wing. Tried to lead Alex Newhook into the Hawk zone with a pass, but that's broken up, and the puck is spun back down ice into the Av zone. Taken back by Girard to Nichushkin over the Hawk line, right wing side. He pulls off a wrist shot. It was blocked by Tenorti. Now for the left point, Girard tried to fire one toward the net. Blocked by Max Domi, who grabs the puck. Backhands it off the right side glass and down, and this is going to be icing against the Hawks.
Who's hot, who's cold? Sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago. Visit plumbers911.com for emergency plumbing service. We just talked about it, John. The power plays are hot for both of the teams. The Avs 3 for 5. And the Blackhawks 2 for 3. What's cold is the penalty killing on the opposite side. So give credit to the power play in this game on both sides of the equation. And thumbs down to the penalty kill, I guess.
Lots of work to be done. And a long way to go. From the draw in the Hawk zone, Tenorti casts the puck off the left wing glass. It'll bounce out to center ice, and the Avs get it back in their end. Here's Bowen Byram, the 4th pick in the 2019 draft. Carries in front of his net.
Well, he really came into his own last year in the playoffs, didn't he? He's had some concussions issue, limited him to the games that he could play during the regular season. But boy, he rebounded with a strong postseason.
And Logan O'Connor into the Hawk zone, right wing corner, impaled with a body check there by Tenorti as the puck tumbles around the boards, and Stephen Compher will play it back down into the Avalanche zone. Girard carrying to center ice. Moves it ahead to the Hawk line. Nathan McKinnon put it down to the far corner Hawk zone. Regula pulled it away. Moved it in front of the net. And Buddy Robinson spins it back in behind. Here's Robinson at the far point at the Hawk zone. Hit by Eric Johnson, but was able to move the puck down ice into the Avalanche zone, and we're going to get a whistle on an offside.
I'm not sure that should have been offside. I thought that Eric Johnson put that puck back into his own end of the ice. Good pressure there by the Blackhawks. A little bit of a mistake at their own end of the ice, a little play that went into the front of the net, and some interesting moments there, but the Blackhawks were able to avoid any damage there, and some good pressure up ice. And you get another look at it there. And Eric Johnson did bring that puck across the blue line. That should have been a play that the Blackhawks could have kept alive. We are broadcasting live from the Alta Equipment broadcast booth. Alta Equipment, uptime matters.
Absolutely. And again, I'll say it, contractors, check out Alta Equipment's website. It's very cool. I'm not even a contractor, and I thought it was cool. We got an offside by the Avs at the Hawk line. And they'll bring the face-off out to center ice again. 14-13 left on the clock for the third, 4-2 Avs.
Join us to celebrate our Hispanic Heritage Night on Tuesday, October 25th, as the Blackhawks face off against the Florida Panthers, presented by Modelo and in partnership with Univision. Early arrivers will have the opportunity to watch live performances, try specialty food and drink, and take pictures at interactive photo ops. The first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a commemorative hat courtesy of Modelo. Buy tickets now at blackhawks.com/tickets.
Panthers sporting a slightly new look at the forward position. Matt Tkachuk joining them in a big trade with the Calgary Flames. Going the other way to Calgary, of course, Jonathan Huberdeau and defenseman Mackenzie Weegar.
You know, I think it's just a good trade for both teams.
Right.
Addresses some needs on both sides of the equation.
And Brad Treliving, the general manager of Calgary, didn't waste any more time. He went out and acquired Nazem Kadri, who played here in Colorado and won the Cup with the Avalanche.
You know, it's going to be interesting. You got the Connor McDavid, Calgary Flames, Edmonton Oilers, Battle of Alberta. You know, now you've got Kadri there, and, you know, he's going to be a thorn in the side of McDavid. You saw it in the playoffs last year. He's not afraid to do anything, and he's coming off a career year. We'll see if he can repeat it.
I give Treliving a lot of credit for what I believe is a very shrewd move.
I think that he did a phenomenal job of regrouping.
Here's Philip Roos with a drive from the left circle, laying down to block it, paying the price was Sedlak of the Avs, and now Tyler Johnson fires from the right circle. That hit the side of the post. The other way come the Avalanche. And at center ice, this is Ben Myers, the University of Minnesota product of center ice. Dumping it down the left wing boards, ends up behind the Hawk net far corner. Alex Newhook centers. That was stopped in the skates of one of the Hawks. Newhook's got it back. Tried to get a shot away. Regula blocked that. Gerard from the left point. Fed Nichushkin, left circle. Fires. And Regula went down to block that with the shin pads. Here's Eric Johnson teeing it up and firing a howitzer. That was a head-high shot, and that deflected up into the protective netting and out of play. Good thing that didn't hit anybody. Wow. 12:20 left in the third, 4-2 Colorado. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
It's time we go together. Let's go see something new together. Let's go capture moments together. Let's go experience something unexpected together. Wherever you go, enjoy a cleaner running engine with Citgo's top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline. Citgo. Let's go together.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Maine Kenny here. Kenny Maine here. All right, that one was on me. And hey, for new Caesars Sportsbook app users, your first bet's on Caesars. So if you don't win, you get it wrong, you get up to $1,250 back as a free bet. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app and sign up with the code RADIOFULL.
Open to new users in Illinois who are 21 or older. If qualifying bet loses, bet amount returned as a credit. Must use within 14 days. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Who needs an alarm when you have Bob Surratt? Weekday mornings at 6 on 720. Now back to the game.
NHL. Now, tic-tac-toe. McDavid. Oilers quick passing on the power play leads to Connor McDavid's first goal of the season film, Clapperboard.
Guaranteed gate giveaway all before puck drop. Visit Blackhawks.com/tickets to secure your experience today. I suggest you do that because It is very cool. A great practice facility, great locker room. You get a tour of it. Their workout facility is unbelievable. A nice job over there at the Fifth Third Arena.
And the folks that run Fifth Third, they do an exceptional job. Very welcoming kind of a place. So do as Troy tells you, or advises you anyway. I think you will be very satisfied. Back underway in the Colorado zone, Andreas Athanasiou falls under a check from Eric Johnson, and that doesn't look good.
Now Athanasiou lost an edge, and Johnson just finished his check. And Eric Johnson is a big man. He's no intent there to hurt Athanasiou. He's up on his knee there. Mike Gapsky, the athletic trainer, not coming out onto the ice. But boy, you just look at Eric Johnson, 6'4", 225. Athanasiou skating off on his own. I want to give a little shout out. Getting a look at this, and Johnson was going to finish his check, and then Athanasiou fell down, and the shin pad, I think, kind of caught Athanasiou up high. No penalty on the play, which is the correct call. But I was going to say that Mike Gapsky, 36th season in the NHL, the longest tenured medical trainer in the NHL right now. And he was around when I was around, and just a great guy. Does a fantastic job along with the rest of the training staff.
And a great family. He and his wife Lynn. I've raised several wonderful children, and Mike is just a great guy, great person to know. Here's Rodriguez into the Hawk zone down the left wing. He backhands the puck in front of the net, and this deflects off the right pad of Mrazek and comes loose. Patrick Kane picks up the puck and carries through center ice. To Seth Jones over the Av line down the right wing. Put it back in front for Kane. He deflected it over top of the net. Kurashev in the left wing corner, leaving it there for Patrick Kane. Sent it left point, Philip Roos. Roos at right point now, Seth Jones. Tried to snap a shot through traffic. That deflected off the shin pad of Nichushkin and back down ice into the Hawk zone off a ricochet. Jones back to take the puck from Roos. He'll spin it around the right boards down into the Avalanche zone, and the Avs regroup. Andrew Cogliano, Av line, drops it off to Devon Taves through center ice and over the Hawk line down the left wing. Tried a sharp angle shot. Seth Jones got a stick in there, knocking it away. And then the puck taken back in the right circle, and Cogliano will fire, and a glove save made by Mrazek. 11:01 left in the third, 4-2 Colorado.
Oh, the Blackhawks look like they mean business tonight. The effort has been there. The smart play of the game, sponsored by ComEd for business. ComEd, powering business, powering lives. Got to go back to the Blackhawks' first power play goal of the game. Execution was tremendous. Jonathan Taves getting the tap-in goal into a wide-open net. That was a real smart play by Kurashev, along with Athanasiou, to set up Jonathan Taves.
Now Kara wins the draw on the circle to the left of Mrazek. Got it over into the far corner, and Tenorti will clear it up the left side to center ice. Avs get it back. Taves at center ice. Devon Taves sends it down the boards back in behind the Hawk net. Mikko Rantanen is there. They call him the Moose here in Colorado. Rantanen to the left wing corner, leaving it for Lehkonen. He's got a pair of goals here tonight. He had it knocked away with a nice defensive play by Colin Blackwell. Then Giorgiov sends it over to Tenorti, and he'll snap it up the left wing glass to center ice. Avs get it back. There's Taves to the Hawk line on the left wing, and they'll spin the puck down the boards behind the net. Around it goes to the right point, and it hops over Makar's stick. And a good chase down there by Kurashev, but he couldn't take it away from Makar. Makar now handling the puck back deep in the Avalanche zone. Put it up the near side from Myers. He'll chip it ahead to center ice to Sedlak. Sedlak is able to dump the puck down the boards and in behind the Hawk net. Poke checked away by Jack Johnson. Up the right wing to Colin Blackwell of the Hawks. Then Twistle at center ice to Kurashev over the Avalanche left wing. Left it for Jack Johnson at the point. Hammered a shot, but it was blocked. Now the puck kept alive by Kurashev at the left point. He spins it diagonally off the right corner boards in the Av zone. And it came up the boards to Manson, who couldn't clear it away. And now finally it's taken by Myers. And he'll send the puck down ice into the Hawk zone. Jack Johnson took it there.
The Hawks are getting a little momentum here, 5-on-5. Their execution has been better. I think the Avs just calm down a little bit of their pace.
Here's Tyler Johnson now, poking the puck behind the Av net to the left corner. Radish sets up the high slot. Taves fires, and a blocker save is made by Giorgiov. Jack Johnson. Actually, Eric Johnson will chase the puck down, spins it through center ice and right in on Hawks goaltender Peter Mrazek, who knocks it wide. This gives the Avs a chance at a line change.
Yeah, it went right in on the goaltender. Lucky there, you get a face-off in the offensive zone with a tired group of Avs, but that's not the way it is right now.
Now Tenorti hands the puck behind the Hawk net to Patrick Kane, who belts it up the boards to center ice. Avs take it back. Tenorti steps into Josh Manson at the right point Hawk zone. Manson put the puck down to the corner. Avs get it back. Nichushkin for the right circle fires. Blocker save made by Mrazek. Here's Athanasiou waving it up the left wing to Patrick Kane at center ice on the fly over the Av line. Down the left wing. Sends it in on goal. And kicked out of there by Giorgiev. Nichushkin got to the puck in the far circle in the Av zone, and with a backhanded flip sends it through the air and all the way down.
Yeah, the Hawks are getting some momentum on their side there. They're getting the Avalanche on their heels.
Buddy Robinson down the right wing into the Av zone. Drops it behind himself to Blackwell to Seth Jones right point. A seeing eye wrist shot. Hit traffic in front and ricochets into the far corner. And it's cleared up the boards by Cogliano to center ice. Robinson took it back over the center ice circle. Dropped it down between the circles, Av zone. Makar took it there, over to Devon Taves, then they head to Logan O'Connor down the left wing into the corner Hawk zone. Back to Devon Taves, left point to Makar, high slot, long wrist shot, missed the Hawks net. Puck banks off the end boards. O'Connor took it in the right wing corner to Comfort back of the net. Moves it to the left point, Devon Taves to Cale Makar from the right point, he'll fire. Blocked in front of the Hawk net. Taves got it back high slot, leaves it there. Makar, long shot, and Mrazek was able to get the blocker on that, knocking it away to Seth Jones, who can't clear.
The chemistry between Taves of the Avs and Makar is just incredible.
It really is.
And Taves is a highly rated defenseman, but I still think he's underrated.
I would agree with that. And I'm going to come to a point here in just a minute if we get an opportunity. We had a conversation last night, you and I did, with the great Wayne Gretzky, and he talked about the Edmonton Oilers team, Charlie Huddy, playing alongside the great Paul Coffey. And Charlie Huddy winning 6 Stanley Cups with the Edmonton Oilers, and he wasn't even drafted. But he was the perfect complement for a guy like Paul Coffey. And a good point by you, because I think Taves is the same way with Makar. And the Avs enter the hot zone. McKinnon down the left wing, put it in the high slot to Eric Johnson. He fires, and that deflects wide. Gerard's got it back, rolls into the right circle, hawk zone, put it in front for Lehkonen, and he chips it wide. Now Lafferty along the near boards, can't clear the zone, kept in by McKinnon left point. Put it across to Rantanen in the right wing corner. Bothered by Jack Johnson of the Hawks. The puck rolls free to Kurashev, clear through the air and down ice into the Avs zone. Wholesale changes by both teams.
Good pressure by the Avs. Smart play by Kurashev there. Get the puck in deep. Alleviate the pressure.
Turnover at the Avs line. Taves took it. Here's a shot from Tenardi. And a big glove save made by Georgiev. And he'll hold on in the Av crease. Good pressure at both ends. 4-2 Colorado. 6:01 left in the third. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Who doesn't love Landecker? The John Landecker Show, evenings starting at 6.
Every morning, I start my grind with a nice cold wake-me-up. So I go to the one place I can count on, McDonald's. I kick things off with a drizzly medium caramel frappe for just $3. And right after lunch, I find myself coming back for an afternoon pick-me-up of a $2 any-size French vanilla iced coffee. Then those times that I need to stay late, I dip out for a keep-me-up. Here's to getting up, staying up, and moving up. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
We all know that Carrier has world-class technology to keep your family comfortable all year long. But when it comes to installing and servicing your Carrier equipment, make sure you hire a factory-authorized dealer. We like to call them FADs. F-A-D. They're the best of the best. FADs are the most educated to identify and recommend comfort solutions specific to your home. Visit ChicagoFAD.com. That's ChicagoFAD.com. Just enter your zip code and find a trusted Carrier factory-authorized dealer near you. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
At Alta Equipment, they know uptime matters, so they've partnered with Volvo, Kubota, New Holland, and more to provide the Chicagoland area with industry-leading service and construction project support. Alta Equipment Company services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And with one of the largest rental fleets in Illinois, there's nothing your job site can throw at you that they can't handle. With locations in Orland Park, Spring Grove, and South Elgin, Alta Equipment, uptime matters.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Thanks, Chelly. Had an opportunity to watch him on the panel last night.
Yeah.
Him and Mark Messier, an old teammate of mine on both sides of the equation. Chicago Blackhawks hockey is sponsored by ComEd for Business. ComEd, powering business, powering lives.
Face off inside the Colorado zone to the right of Georgiev, and the Avs will get control. Cogliano wheeling into the Hawk zone down the right wing to the corner, checked off the puck. Philip Bruce has it behind the Hawk net. He'll pass up the right wing. Taylor Radish at center ice. Hands it off to Jonathan Taves over the Av line to the left point. There's a little spin and put it down the boards in behind the Av net to Tyler Johnson. He had it knocked off his stick by Bowen Byram of the Avs. And then Cogliano will move the puck off the boards down into the Hawk zone. Regula took it away to Taves' far corner. Flips it through the air to center ice, and Devon Taves will grab it at the Av blue line. It's over to Makar, then it heads into Chushkin over the Hawk line. Fed it down the slot, and this deflects right in on Mrazek, who will pin it to the ice with a glove and hold it. 4-2 Colorado.
Well, if you look at the Blackhawks, John and I were talking during that last TV timeout, they could score one goal here, make it close, get an opportunity to get Mrazek on the ice. They just can't allow another goal here by the Avs. Shots on goal doubled up in favor of the Avs right now. 16 shots for the Hawks. That's not enough through 55 minutes, 32 for the Avs.
Luke Richardson talked about the Blackhawk forwards doing the job back-checking and getting back and using their speed. We've seen that on the part of Colorado here tonight, really from start to finish.
But I'll tell you what, the one thing that you're looking for, and this is what it's all about, they're developing an identity to this team. And I'll tell you what, the Hawks have competed hard in this game.
It's been fun to watch. In behind the Hawk net, Jared Tenorti fishes the puck free, moves it around to Max Domi on the left wing side. He spins it out to center ice, intended for Kane, but Devon Taves broke that up for the Avs.
Most times that Patrick Kane is on the ice, you've got Taves and Makar out there. Tough matchup for Kane against those two guys.
Now McKinnon takes a puck at center ice, crossing the Hawk line, drops it to Eric Johnson in the right circle, put it to the line, Mikko Rantanen, long wrist shot, blocked in front by Connor Murphy, who then clears the puck off the left wing boards to center ice. Avs get it back, Gerard passing to McKinnon over the Hawk line to the top of the left circle. Drifting through the high slot, he'll hold the puck, carry back to the left wing boards, trying to shake the check of Jujar Kara, and McKinnon ran into Kara. Kara's going to be assessed a minor penalty here, and the Avalanche are going to get another
power. It's going to be a tripping call, but I want to see how this play develops. You got to go take a break, though.
We'll talk about it after the break. 4:02 left in the third. 4-2 Colorado here in Denver. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Imagine being 3 months pregnant and finding out you have cancer. I'm Robin, and that was my reality. But I trusted my team at Northwestern Medicine. My oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician, who collaborated to come up with the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's.
Anchored by Northwestern Memorial Hospital, the #1 hospital in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team worked together closely, focusing not only on making Robin better, but on bringing her baby into the world safely. After months of treatments, they performed a C-section, then cancer removal on the same day.
Now there are 2 things we celebrate on Sophia's birthday: her life and mine.
Because what makes us better makes you better. Northwestern Medicine. Learn more at nm.org/better.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. Classic Cola, Cherry Cola, Citrus Soda, and Orange Soda. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda. All with 0 sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Max Domi. Let's get back to the action on 720 WGN.
Now back to the game.
Gear up for hockey season with the official Blackhawks app. Connect with the Blackhawks all year long with team content and perks for app users, breaking news, real-time stats, and more. Plus, make your in-arena experience as seamless as possible with mobile ticketing, food and beverage, express pickup, and other game day guidelines. The Avs back on the power play. 3 for 5 so far. I guess I have to save it, but this is a massive kill for the Hawks coming up here.
So we're back underway. The Avs have the puck at center ice. Here's Nichushkin in over the Hawk line left wing side. Fed it back through the high slot. McKinnon reaching for the puck. Actually tipped it back to center ice, and Makar will go back and get the puck in the Avs zone. Put it ahead, Nathan McKinnon galloping through center ice and over the Hawk line. to Mikko Rantanen in the right wing circle. The Hawks' Andreas Athanasiou reaching and poke checked it away, but the Avs get it back. Rantanen now beside the right circle against the boards. Put it over left circle. McKinnon to the high slot. Makar back over in the right circle for Rantanen. He fired one wide. Rantanen again for the right circle. Fired. Blocked in front by Jack Johnson.
They keep looking for that backdoor pass.
Now McKinnon for the left circle. Rifling one in on goal. And Mrazek was square to the shot. Took it off his chest and let it drop into his catching glove and held it. Face-off will be in the circle to his right with 1:07 left on the Av power.
McKinnon and Makar, 2 right-handed players out there with 3 left-handers. The left-handers are all the guys that are down low around the front of the net. McKinnon and Makar working out high in the power play area. They're looking for that backdoor pass all the time.
Draw one by the Avs. And here's Lehkonen. In the right wing corner, Hawk zone. Moving it back to the right point. McCarr, long wrist shot. They score. Another power play goal for Colorado. They're now 4 for 6 on the power play in this hockey game and lead it 5-2 with 2:57 left in regulation.
I think this goal is going to go to Nichushkin. And again, just the big body of Nichushkin, 6'4", standing in front of the net. And he's got a guy screening the goaltender right in front of Mrazek. He can't see what's going on. And then a little redirect there by Nichushkin from the shot from McCarr coming in. Shooting lane was there. Blackhawks kind of lost their structure out high. Shots on goal with traffic. That little redirect. Nichushkin's got 2 in this game. Lekkonen's got 2. The Avs have 4 power play goals.
And they pretty much put on a clinic here in special teams.
You know, and I'm not saying that the penalty killing has been bad for the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the power play of the Avs is just that good.
Right. Here's Domi now into the Avs zone to the left point. Tosses one through the air, intended for Athanasiou, who was
NHL. Now, Chi versus Cole. Goal, Cole 3/17. 03 PPG. V. Nichushkin. 2. Tip in. Ast. C. Makar. 2. And M. Rantanen. 4. Blackhawks 2. Avalanche 5.
He was available. In my mind, Shesterkin is a great goaltender. Giorgiov held his own in New York when he was playing and didn't get the opportunity. He's going to get the opportunity here to be number 1 with Francouz as the 1B goaltender.
And Pavel Francouz has an undefeated record against the Blackhawks at 4-0-0 with a shutout. So it strengthens the goaltending position. Obviously, that's what a general manager like your friend Joe Sakic was looking to do. Inside the Hawk zone, the puck taken in the near corner by Logan O'Connor. He spins it back to the left point for Bowen Byram, but it's over a stick and back in behind the Avalanche net. Georgiev will scrape it around at the right wing side. Alex Newhook at center ice. Hit by Tyler Johnson as he enters the Hawk zone. Lost the puck, but the Avs will take it back. Josh Manson for the right point. Tosses a lazy one in front of the Hawk net. It deflects wide to the corner. Newhook then coughed it up along the near boards. Taylor Radish the other way for the Hawks. To Sam Lafferty, Av line left wing. He's pretty well buried with a check from Josh Manson. The two of them get their sticks on one another. And Manson wants to have a go. Lafferty may accommodate it. They're going to shake off the nets. Here we go. And Lafferty grabs hold of Manson. Hog ties him, throw him into the glass. Manson swinging with the right hand. Lafferty has now lost his balance, but he got back to his feet. And then he wrestles Manson down to the ice. So good on Sam Lafferty, not known as a fighter, taking on a very tough guy in Josh Manson, and he held his own. Something to build on for tomorrow night.
You know, I'll tell you what, the energy and the commitment to what they want to do in this game has been there from the start. Both guys lost their buckets, and when they got thrown down there, the one thing you worry about is the head hitting the ice. But yeah, Sam Lafferty stands up to a tough guy in Josh Manson. We all know that Dave Manson, back in the day that I played with, was one of the toughest guys in the NHL, called him Charlie. Yeah. And his son is an apple off the tree, that's for sure. Lafferty didn't like the hit that Manson gave along the boards there. It was a chop on both sides and a stare down for a little bit. I wasn't sure if Lafferty wanted to go, and I don't think Josh Manson was 100% sure if Lafferty wanted to go, but nice job by him.
Absolutely. Sam Lafferty, a product of Brown University, located in Providence, Rhode Island. And he's been a real addition to the Blackhawks since coming over in last season's trade.
Yeah.
So, anyway, 1:02 left in the game. Avs lead it 5-2. Into the Hawk zone. Byram down the left wing. Checked by Regula. Lost the puck to Giorgiov. We put it behind the net. And it goes over to Jared Tenorti. Here's Tenorti passing up the right wing. Colin Blackwell to center ice. That's poke checked away from him by Byram. Back down into the Hawk zone. 40 seconds left in the game. Pass fired by Regula to center ice, picked off by the Avs. Cogliano down the left wing will fire in the Hawk zone. And a stick save is made by Mrazek. In behind the Hawk net, Kara nearly lost the puck. Taken back by Tenorti. Sends it up the right side boards to center ice. This will bounce down into the Avalanche zone. Eric Johnson clearing to center ice. This is taken back by Jonathan Toews. 13 seconds on the clock. Toews will whisk it down the left wing boards and deep into the Avalanche zone. Ends up in behind the net. Eric Johnson's got it with 6. Carries into the far corner. Tosses it to Byram with 2 seconds. 1 in the Avalanche. In their first game after winning the Stanley Cup are in defense of their title. And they won here tonight by a score of 5-2 over the Hawks.
Yeah, impressive game by the Avs. And I was impressed that the level for the Avs really didn't tail off. A little bit, maybe mid-third period, but their commitment to this game was excellent. I love, though, the effort of the Blackhawks.
Sure.
Okay, they're outgunned, they're outmanned. The Avs are the Stanley Cup champs, and they showed it. But the desire and the effort from start to finish on the Blackhawks end of the equation, I thought was really good. I thought there was a great commitment to the work ethic.